All right, welcome to the final night this week of high school basketball here in the Wildcat Multipurpose Building. I'm Trey Johnson, joined up here again by Shane Martin. We got 3 games on tap tonight. Junior high boys are going to start us off, and then we'll have the 2 senior high teams. Shane, welcome back, man.
I appreciate it, Trey. Boy, I just hope we have another exciting night like we did Tuesday night, man. For 4 games, they were good.
Yeah.
4 ball games.
That was it was very exciting, all 4 games, and then you had the icing on the cake, which was Ashton Callhorn getting that 1,000th point. And I'm going to go ahead and I'll just say it on air. We have determined that Ashton got the 1,000 on the dunk.
Okay.
And then they were looking for Tim to go over that, which he got with the free throw. So in case anybody had any confusion about that, that is how that went. So
we did not. So
as far as
what you're saying, you're taking me off. I didn't blow the call.
No, you did not blow the call.
This first contest of the evening.
All right, we've got junior boys action getting ready to start here. As both teams are waiting for their starting lineups to be called. And for Acorn, we're going to start with – it looks like somebody got the wrong –
Scott, are you looking at the wrong roster down there, son? I gave you the rosters.
Or somebody marked the wrong.
Yeah, y'all bear with us. You're
all right, he's going to try again.
Let's try the starting lineup again. Number 2, Corsten Edwards.
All right, they've got number 2, Corsten Edwards. Number 5, Isaiah Clovis. Number 10, Trey Martin. And 13 is Braden Dukeshire. And 24 is Max Chanel.
Shane, you got any relatives down in Acorn?
I have none.
I always, when someone's got a Johnson last name on the roster, I always have to preface it and say no relation.
I don't have any. I don't even have a Martin relative in Atkins.
Really?
Other than my aunt.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I know. All right, here we go with your Hector Junior Wildcats. It's going to be number 1, Hayden Campbell. Number 11, David Warren, along with 33, Remington Patterson. Oh, he changed the lineup on him. He's got number 5, Riley Allen.
Oh.
He pulled the sneaky one there.
Ben. We're going to have a talk about that.
And then 24, Alec Cawhorn is starting. So Riley Allen is in the starting lineup in this one tonight.
Yeah, then there's Remington Patterson.
All right.
And no, it's this is one I'm not going to gripe too much about the lineup being changed. I don't have a graphic for junior highs, and one of these days someone's going to holler at me about that, and I'll have to have one. But for now, I'm not concerned about it.
Well, we saw it. So Hector took 3 out of 4 Tuesday night, and the one that fell was the junior boy. So hopefully we can see a rebound effort here tonight. But that junior boys game was close. Went down.
Oh,
yeah, it went down to the end.
Yeah, they have the junior boys have done way better at times than others. They've had games where they've been right there in it, and then they've had a few where it's just kind of got away from them. So we'll have to see how this goes tonight.
It's going to be number 13, Braden Dukeshire, jumping against Cawhorn.
Get all my ducks in a row here. Everything put where I need it to be.
And we are underway, and Acorn's coming away with it on the tip, and the shot is good. That is Dukeshire with the first 2 of the game. And here's the press by the Tigers. Hector gets it down underneath. Allen's shot is no good, and here come the Tigers out with it. They give it off to Clovis. Clovis driving the right side, and he goes up with a little one-handed runner. No good. Comes out to David Warren. David Warren pushes. Gets it to Remington Patterson, holds that pivot foot, and couldn't get the shot to fall, but it took everything he had to hold that pivot foot.
Yeah, I mean, good concentration by Remy down there to keep a hold of that. I mean, it looked like he was about to twist an ankle.
It's everything he could do. They get it up top, and this is Edwards with it. Edwards kicks it out, and this is a three-pointer is no good by Trey Martin, and Hector comes away with it. Hayden Campbell breaks the timeline with it. Now he gets all the way to the free throw line. Nice pass down to Allen. Allen couldn't hold on to it, but nice idea there by Campbell. So here comes the Tigers down with it. Clovis gets it off, and here's a runner is no good. Defense there by Patterson. Edwards missed the shot, and Campbell comes across the timeline with it for the Wildcats. Campbell kicks it over to Warren, and now they get it to Patterson in the corner, back up top to Warren. Warren kicks it over to Callhorn. Callhorn to Campbell, and almost a steal by the Tigers, but Hector comes away with it. Oh,
goodness.
Yeah, the body's flying. Campbell, little turnaround in the lane, and gets the kind home bounce. So Hector had to work really hard on that possession to get the bucket, but we are tied at 2. Here's a kick out, and now it's up top, and this is a three is no good by Edwards. Rebounded by Patterson. He's fighting Edwards for it, and we're going to have my favorite call, the jump ball. You will learn, fans, I'm just not a fan of that call. And here's a steal, but Warren blocked the shot as Clovis got the steal and went up for the layup. Warren knocks it out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Tigers. Tigers get it inbounds. This is Edwards. Edwards trying to spin, goes up with the runner, a little bit too hard off the backboard. Campbell comes away with it for the Wildcats. Campbell gets across the timeline, kicks it in the corner to Callhorn. Callhorn brings it back up top, and that one's going to be stolen by Dukeshire, and good hustle there by Callhorn to knock it out of bounds. We are still tied at 2, and this has just reminded me of all 4 games Tuesday night. Very, very slow start, but, boy, the action, once it got going.
Yeah. Well, and Acorn, some of that for them might be that long bus trip.
That is a long
down
one.
From just a little bit north of Mena. And
Acorn, little touch pass in there, and they finally get it to Dukeshire, and Campbell comes away with the steal. Now he gets it off to David Warren. Warren on the far sideline there. And it's another steal by the Tigers. Tigers quickly down the floor. Layup is good. That's by Clovis, and Coach Freeman wants a timeout. So with that, it is Tigers 4, Wildcats 2, 2:46 left here in the first. We will have senior girls following this one, and then senior boys action.
yeah, I think I originally told you we was going to have 4. Then I thought, okay, no, we had 3 down at Acorn, and we're going to have 3 back up here. So,
And the Acorn senior girls,
salty.
very, very good is what I've been told. It's my first time to see them tonight, but they come in tonight 23-5 and 7-0 in conference.
Yeah. Top of the heap are the Lady Tigers.
And by some of the scores I've seen, not been challenged.
No. It's it's funny. We got rid of one set of Tigers and got a whole other set.
I know.
And they're just as good.
Here's Riley Allen, drives down. Shot's no good on the baseline, and the Tigers come away with it. And this is Trey Martin, and Trey Martin gets it off to Asher Cook, who is checked in the game. Cook, He tried to dish it off inside, goes out of bounds, and it's going to be Wildcat ball. Mr. Jesse Duval's checking in now for the Wildcats. And once again, here's the press by the Tigers. Callhorn takes a pass from Campbell. Callhorn splits two defenders. Callhorn's going to go all the way. Little up and under. Just couldn't get enough English on it. Nice little move there. Just couldn't get enough English on it. Here's the Tigers' shot from the wing by Martin is no good, but rebounded by Clovis, and Clovis gets it back up top to Martin. Now Clovis has it on the wing, being guarded by Campbell. And Clovis stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and it'll go to the Wildcats with 1:53 left here in the first. Mason White's checking in now for the Wildcats. And there's almost a turnover, and it is going to be a turnover there at half court. And Trey Martin has it, gets in the lane, and he charged. He's going to get called for a charge.
Either going to be a walk or a charge there by my estimation. Yeah, he kind of dragged that one back foot there, but
here's David Warren. Gets it off. Jesse Duval. Campbell's got it on the wing. Campbell kicks it back out to Warren. Need to get Warren open for one of those three-pointers.
Looks like we got a whistle for a foul down here.
I don't think they...
Was it a foul or
no? It just said out of bounds.
Oh, okay. Goodness.
That one goes out of bounds. And this one's going to go to the Tigers. So 4-2 still, Tigers leading Wildcats. Trey, just in all honesty here for both teams, sloppy here in the first quarter. Here's a deep three by the Tigers, and it is no good. Remington comes away with it for the Wildcats. And they get it to Jesse Duval. Jesse's going to let that three fly. It's a little bit too hard. And here comes the Tigers. Tigers all the way down. Layup is good by Clovis. And that makes it 6-2, under a minute left here in the first. This press has caused problems for the Wildcats here in the first quarter. But we've got a foul on the Tigers, and that one's going to be on Asher Cook. So the Wildcats will inbound. 45 seconds left here in the first. Campbell with it, half court. And ball goes out of bounds. It's going to stay with the Wildcats. Mason White has it up top. And almost a turnover, but Hayden Campbell runs it down. Hayden gets in the lane, and he loses the dribble. And it is going to be taken away there by Max Chanel. And they get it inside to Chanel, and we're going to have a foul on Duval. Yeah, we're going to have a foul on Jesse Duval right there with 17 seconds left here in the first. So here's the inbounds by the Tigers underneath the goal. They get it in. Clovis, bank shot good. Clovis run a little backdoor cut there, makes it 8-2, Tigers. We've got 6 seconds left. Here comes Campbell. Campbell's going to get called for a little bit of high dribbling. 8-2 with 4 seconds left as the Tigers will inbound. And they're going to get a nope, I thought Clovis let it go, but they are going to get one that goes over the backboard, and that's going to bring it into the first quarter. It is the Tigers from Acorn 8, Hector Wildcats 2.
Yeah, kind of a slow start by both. I mean, yeah, Tigers are up 8-2.
Well, it hasn't taken very long to figure out for the Tigers who their go-to is. It's Clovis. But Hector's just having a lot of turnovers here in this first quarter.
Like I said, nothing's been just super easy for the boys team this year. Early on, they did pretty well. I remember that game. I mean, like I've said before, it was at Two Rivers, and Two Rivers is having their own issues. But, David Warren got out there, and we saw the three that he had the other night.
Yeah.
David Warren got out there at Two Rivers and tore it up, lit Two Rivers up. And I don't know where that's gone. He's just not finding that rhythm just quite yet. But
well, when they do get in an offensive set down here, it looks like you could see some uncertainty. They don't know who wants to step up right now and stuff. And but a couple of good moves though I saw. I mean, Callhorn made a good move inside. He didn't get enough English on that reverse layup.
Yeah.
I know older brother said probably would tell him, you got to throw that down.
He tried to reverse, putting it up there like that a little bit ago, but second quarter underway now.
Here we go. It's 8-2. Tigers leading, and here's a drive as they back Warren down, as that was Edwards. The follow-up is good by Snell. It is 10-2 now. Hector needs a bucket right now. Nice pass down to Allen. And
I was about to say, you better blow the whistle on that.
Well, our young official down there didn't, and then this one blew it. And then I saw him look at him, and he was like, oh, yeah.
It looked like the referee may have been hollering at somebody or looking at somebody in the seats.
Allen's first free throw is good, but, I mean, that's an obvious call. When you're a young official, I mean, that's an obvious call. Allen's second is in and out, no good. Nice job, Jesse Duval, but they're going to call Jesse for over the back. So now we've got a sub coming in, and that's going to be Trey Martin coming into the game for the Tigers. And J.C. Duval comes out for the Wildcats as Callhorn comes back in. Here's a drive all the way down, and the shot is no good, and that was Trey Martin on the shot. And did we have a foul call?
I think we maybe had not sure. Nothing on the board.
Nothing on the board.
Turnover.
So we got to go turnover or jump ball.
Well, possession was changed after the first quarter. So
Hayden Campbell is being double teamed at the top, and it's going to stay with the Wildcats. But boy, Campbell he received the pass in the corner that is just the corner you do not want to be in.
Mm-hmm.
So Hector will retain possession, and Campbell now gets it over to David Warren. Warren gets it down to Allen on the block. Allen, and they're going to call a clean block there. And here comes the Tigers. This is Dukeshire with it, and here's Clovis. 3-ball is good. So Clovis has 9 here in the first half, and it's 13-3. Here goes Campbell going all the way to the hoop. Layup is good. Nice job there by Hayden Campbell. Hector needed a bucket right there. It makes it 13-5. Clovis going to let it fly again. And Campbell runs down the long rebound for the Wildcats. David Warren kicks it to Callhorn. Callhorn has it, gets in the lane. Little runner is blocked. And we're going to have a foul. And that's going to put Callhorn at the line for 2 free throws. 13-5. I mean, you're still just down 8 as rough as it's looked here in the first half.
Calhorn's first shot misses.
4:08 left here in the first half. But it's not hard. I mean, it ain't taking very long to figure out Clovis is the go-to guy for Acorn. Calhorn's second is no good. And here comes the Tigers out with it. Edwards. Edwards picks his dribble up in the backcourt. Now he gets it to Clovis. Clovis trying to penetrate, gets in the lane, little dipsy-do, gets the layup. Clovis with 11 here in the first half. 15-5. Campbell gets all the way in, down the lane, Calhorn, and it's stolen by Trey Martin, and Clovis is out there by himself and missed the layup, but they're going to call a foul on David Warren.
Number 11, David Warren, his first team.
Clovis, to me, on that drive right there, Trey, looked like he kind of let up and was trying to see if Warren was going to hit him.
Yeah.
Clovis' first free throw is no good. So Clovis will get one more as the Tigers lead 15-5 here in this junior boys contest. First half action. Second one is he stepped over the line, but they didn't call it, and he gets the free throw. 16-5 now. Tigers leading the Wildcats. Campbell gets it to David Warren. Warren gets it to Patterson, and they're going to call a foul, which should be on number 24, Max Chanel, and that's his second. Warren, he's going to let that three fly, and it's a little bit off. And here comes the Tigers quickly down the floor. Good hustle by Warren, and it goes out of bounds, but good effort there by Warren to stop their fast break attempt. So Tigers inbound. Clovis with it up top. Clovis gets it to Trey Martin. Martin drives in the lane, and Patterson.
It's a jump ball.
Yeah, it tied him up, and it's going to stay with the Tigers, though. That was just about as nonchalant drive as I've ever seen. Here's a three, and it's good. Trey Martin gets on the board with a three-pointer, and it's 19-5 here in the first half. Hector needing a bucket. Hayden Campbell gets in the lane. His little runner is, couldn't get it over the top. Nice drive, though. And here come the Tigers. Asher Cook gets it down to Dukeshire, and he steps out of bounds, and it will be Wildcat ball with 2:36 left here in the first half. David Warren with it now as Tigers have put the press on this whole first half, and it's led to a lot of these turnovers. As Trey Martin gets down to the block, his bucket is good.
Wildcats just getting beat to the punch on everything nearly.
Yeah, they are. Campbell all the way, drives, layup is good. That works right there as Campbell gets his 6 point. Campbell, when he's able to penetrate, is getting the layups. He almost robbed Clovis there, but Clovis kept his dribble. Here's a jumper from the wing, is no good, and Campbell is going to come out with it. A little behind the back, gets in the lane. Oh.
Campbell took some contact.
He did.
Flying. Allen can't get it over.
And here comes the Tigers. Quickly down the floor. Layup is good. And that is Dukeshire with the bucket. And it is 23-7. Here's Patterson. Patterson going to Duval. Duval kicks it back to Campbell. Now Duval lets that three fly. And, it was in and out.
Robbed.
Oh, my word. Take the lid off.
Duval got absolutely robbed on that shot.
And we're going to have a foul on the Wildcats right there. That thing went halfway down and come back out. So this is going to put Corsten Edwards at the line. His first free throw is no good. 1:20 left here in the first half.
And that foul will be charged to Remy Patterson. That'll be his first and team third for the Wildcats.
Edwards trying to hit the second one, and he gets a little bit more arch on it and gets it to go. So that's his first point of the night. It's 24-7 now. Campbell trying to penetrate. Oh, a little bit too hard to Duval. Duval couldn't hold on to it, and it's going to go to the Tigers. No, they're going to say the Wildcats. It went off the Tigers, so.
Must have just barely ricocheted off of one. Hard to tell.
Lane McGee is now in for the Wildcats. Acorn's coach is saying it was our ball. I thought it was theirs. Mason kicks it over to Campbell. Campbell, little up and under, couldn't get it up high enough, and it comes out to the Tigers. We're under a minute left here in the first half. All Tigers here in the first half. Here's a jumper from the wing, and it is good, and that is Braden Dukeshire on the bucket. That's his 7th point. 26-7. Campbell, nice pass to Duval. Duval, a little bit hard off the backboard. There was a hand contact on his wrist, but they didn't get it called. I just saw Duval go. 31 seconds left. McGee's going to throw it in underneath the goal. Gets it to Duval. Duval goes up and couldn't get it to fall. And here comes the Tigers with it. And that's a little bit of steps right there. It's going to be called on the Tigers, so it'll come back to the Wildcats with 21 seconds left here in the first half. 26-7, all Tigers here. Need a bucket right here to end this half.
Got a few substitutions moving around now.
David Warren's checked back in, and for the Tigers, Bo Rogers is checking in. Here's Hayden Campbell now with it under 20 seconds. Hayden to Mason White. Mason lets the three fly. That is what you need.
Boy, I'll tell you what. They gave him 3, but it looked like they gave him 2. I'll have to adjust that. 26-9.
And that's going to bring it into the first half. It is Acorn 26, Hector 9 here in this junior boys contest. I thought he had the 3.
Well, it looked like he was just inside the arc whenever he let it go, but
I know the official standing right beside him never did hold his hands up.
Scott Moore down at the desk said 3-point basket, so I think everybody was hoping for that. But looks like we got the cheerleaders coming out. Maybe they're going to – this is the junior high cheerleaders coming out to do a little routine. So get back down there to that. Jennifer over here on the Facebook chat says, I can't comment on YouTube, but it's a little blurry. Unlike Facebook, that's clear. Jennifer, sometimes if you're trying to watch YouTube on a TV, there are some settings in the TV that if your internet isn't having a problem, you can go through and tell it to change the resolution. You can bump it up to 1080, which is what this stream goes out in. And that's just like I said, that's just a settings thing with the TV. So I'll take a look at it myself to see what it looks like. Well, then again, it may just be sending it out in a little bit of a. Well, that looks pretty clear to me. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe an internet issue. I don't know who you're provider is through, so I'm not going to take any guesses there. But got the senior girls coming out to do some warm-ups. We're going to kick it out to a real short break, and we'll be back with the second half of junior boys here in just a few moments. Stay with us right here on Cat TV. All right, welcome back to Hector. Getting ready for the second half of this junior high boys contest. And like you said before the break, it's been all Tigers in this one so far, Shane.
Yeah, their press has caused a lot of turnovers, and it to me it looks like it is forced Hector to try to speed up. And when you force a team to speed up, then you get, you're going to turn the ball over, and that's what's happened. But Hector's had some shots inside. They just hadn't got them to fall.
Yeah. Second half starts, and it's going to be Wildcat ball.
26-9, so we are underway, and this is Campbell with it. Campbell gets it to Callhorn. Callhorn drives all the way down. Nice move, and that's how you start the third quarter. Nice little smooth post move, and makes it 26-11. Here's Clovis, the man of the hour for Acorn, and he gets it down underneath, and they're still battling. That was Chanel underneath, and he couldn't get it to go, but he's going to draw a foul. And Chanel will be at the line for 2 free throws. Clovis is just it's a good point guard. He's got 12 here in the first half. in the ball game. And he also drives, penetrates, finds open kids. And Chanel's second is no good. So he misses 2, but the rebound is run down by the Tigers. And they get it back to Chanel underneath. He lost the dribble, and this one is no good as Callhorn comes out with it. What a layup by Campbell. Campbell was nearly touching the mat on the wall.
Had to kind of throw it in behind him.
Yes, that's one of those horse shots. And Chanel hits the layup. But, good night. 28-13. They get it inside now to Riley Allen. Turnaround shot is no good. And here we come with the Tigers out with it. Clovis. Little runner is a little bit flat, but his stick back is good. So Campbell now trying to penetrate, and Warren picks up the loose ball, comes back up top to Callhorn. Callhorn trying to drive. Gets it back to Riley Allen. Riley, nice pass down the baseline to Campbell. Campbell kicks it back out to Callhorn. His 3 is off the back of the rim. And here comes Dukeshire out with it and gets it to Clovis. Clovis, little up and under layup is good. It is 32-13. He's smooth about his actions, too. He's really smooth. Here's Callhorn. Callhorn gets it over to Campbell. Campbell inside Riley Allen. Shot in the lane is good.
Yeah.
Riley Allen with the bucket.
I was almost afraid Riley might have moved a foot back there. It'd be like the second time I've seen a foot kind of move a little bit.
32-15 now, and it's going to go out of bounds and stay with the Tigers. So, Trey, coming out here in the third quarter, we've seen better offense by
more offensive production than we saw in the first half. Yeah, I'm sure Coach Freeman went into the locker room. It might not have been a very pleasant conversation.
I imagine not.
I know Ben's broke a clipboard this year. I'm not sure how many, but I know he's broken one.
There's a block by Callhorn on the baseline jumper by Dukeshire, and here comes Campbell out with it. Campbell trying to get in the lane. He's cut off. Gets it back up top to Warren, and Callhorn gets the loose ball. That one goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with Hector.
Yeah, had an Acorn player touch it before it got out.
So here's the inbounds to Callhorn. And there's going to be a steal, and it's going to be Clovis coming out with it. Clovis all the way. Layup is good. Clovis has 18 here tonight. Riley Allen passed down to Duval. Oh, Duval couldn't get it to fall. Here's Trey Martin with the ball for the Tigers. Trying to get inside the lane. His little step-back jumper, no good. Duval gets it out to Callhorn. Callhorn's off and running. Callhorn's got a lane. All the way layup is no good, but he's going to draw the foul.
Good job by Callhorn just going up with it, drawing the contact. He'll be at the line.
34-15. Alex's first free throw is good. That is point number 3 for him tonight. He'll get one more. Want to remind you, Wildcat fans, senior girls, senior boys following this one. And a little bit hard off the back of the rim for the second one, so here comes the Tigers out with it. And there's a pump fake and a drive by Dukeshire, and it's good. And that's his 9th point on the night. It makes it 36-16. It's kind of like Major League Baseball. Then you can say the home stand's over. You've been at home all week.
Yeah. We got next week at JC Westside, and then we got Mountain Bird coming in next week.
Hector couldn't get the 2 attempts inside there to fall. Clovis, nice pass to Dukeshire, and the layup is good. And it is 38-16. Coach Freeman wants a timeout. He's bringing the whole new 5 in. Yeah, y'all been at home, so see, Monday, Tuesday, and then tonight.
Mm-hmm.
You're going to have to hit the road once next week.
Yep. And then, like I said, Mountainburg comes in next week as well. And then after that, junior highs is getting ready for their trips down to Acorn for district tournament. Yeah. And then we will have senior night up here.
Now, not looking ahead, I mean, we don't take care of business at hand, but that Hector Mountainburg senior boys game, it's going to be an important one.
Yeah, I think because those two are sitting there at 2 and 3 in the standings. And
yeah, you've got Hector 5 and 2, Mountainburg 3 and 3, and you can't afford to let that one slip up.
Yeah.
Of course, you got to take care of business tonight. Mason White now running the point. Mason gets it over to Patterson. He drives and draws the foul. 38-16, 141 left here in the third. And that's going to put Remington Patterson at the line for 2 free throws. His first one is good. 38-17. Second one is good. Nice touch by the big man. Hits them both, and it makes it 38-18. Here's a 3-ball in the corner by the Tigers, and that was Jasper Dollar on the shot and couldn't get it to fall. But we're going to have, I guess, a jump ball call is what I saw one official. And it's going to stay with the Tigers. And here's a 3-ball again by the Tigers, and it is good. And this is Bo Rogers that makes that one. 41-18. Here's Mason White. And his pass is stolen.
He's looking for Ridge Weigel down there.
And there's the layup by Bo Rogers. So Bo Rogers gets 5 quick points. McGee, and he's going to be fouled by Jasper Dollar. Jesse Duval checks back in, and then also checking in will be Ryder Laughlin. If I say that right, I'm sorry if I missed that. Here's Patterson. And they're going to call another foul on Jasper Dollar. 50 seconds left here in the third. McGee getting it inbounds for the Wildcats and gets it to Mason in the corner, but Mason's pass to Remington Patterson was stolen, and Tigers come away with it. Here's a 3-ball on the wing, and it's good.
Wow.
From Jasper Dollar.
I don't know if Dollar or Mason White for Hector is the smallest kid on the court, but he's pretty tiny.
Jesse Duval gets that bucket inside.
Duval finally getting one to drop.
He has had 2 or 3 shot attempts in there, and he got that one to go. That runner's a little bit too hard there by Asher Cook, and here come the Wildcats out with it with 6 seconds left. Mason White, and he loses his dribble. And the shot at the buzzer is no good, and that's going to bring it into the third quarter. It is Acorn 46, Hector 20 in this junior boys contest.
Yeah, like I said, one more quarter to go, and you're just trying to get through this one. And like I said, they'll have a couple more couple more nights of junior high ball, and then, like I said, we're getting ready for the junior high district. It's hard to believe that we've already made it to this point in the season. It's like it has gone just super quick.
It has.
And
I mean, and then you get through football and basketball, and then you get to kind of step back and breathe.
Yeah, a little bit. Like I've talked about a little bit. I'm looking into the chances to be able to do some baseball and softball. I'm not going to make anybody any promises though, but that is kind of in the works. Started working on that last year and didn't get a chance to implement it, but
here's a jumper on the baseline is no good by Ridge Weigel. And you got to get out there because they will still fire them threes.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people don't understand it is so much more into covering a outdoor event. As far as baseball and softball. Here's a three, and it is off by Asher Cook. But the Tigers get the rebound, and stick back is no good. Still fighting, and reverse layup. Wow.
Goodness.
Cook gets that one to fall.
You got some tall kids down here for the Tigers, just kind of towering over some of our boys out there and just getting to it. Oh, man.
And here's a steal. Layup is good by Jasper Dollar. And that makes it 50-20. Aiken, and here's a three is no good by Peyton Campbell.
That clock is still running. We've hit the 30-point.
Oh, the mercy.
Yeah. So I'm a few seconds off, but not bad.
Cook with it. Now Cook kicks it over, and there's another three ball. Jasper Dollar hits his second three. You know, if you're a kid on the bench and you get some playing time, I'd be the same way. Yeah. I'd be jacking them up. And there's Bo Rogers with the layup, makes it 55-20. I mean, I'd shoot it every time I touched it, probably. And Mason White's going to draw the foul. He's going to go to the free throw line for two.
See if I can get this clock a little bit more in line. 3:30. There we go.
Here's a three. It's no good by Aiken. And Tigers come away with it as we're getting close to the 3-minute mark, 55-20. Tigers leading this one. And they're going to keep trying those threes. And this one's going to be run down, and
that's an Aiken.
Aiken's got it.
There you go.
Peyton Campbell with it now up top. Mason White, he's going to let that thing fly from downtown off the back of the rim. Mason with the steal. Mason drives all the way in, and he's going to draw the foul and go to the free throw line. So that's going to put Mason at the line for two.
Time keeps ticking here, down to about 2:20. Mason White gets ready to try these free throws.
First one is no good. He'll get one more. We're under 2 minutes now.
Mm-hmm.
Mason's second is off the back of the rim. And we're going to have a foul. And that's going to be on Tanner Martin.
Well, Tanner Martin just got into the game. Came in for Ridge Weigel. Got an early foul.
And they let another three fly. Good night. Jasper Dollar hit his third three.
All right. Call off the dogs, man.
That's what I'm saying. Here's the stick back, and that's good by Tanner Martin.
Martin came in, got him a foul early, but kind of redeemed himself a little bit there.
58-22. Yeah, I agree with you, Trey, on the call. We could have a little bit excessive.
Yeah, I mean, you're not in any danger. You know,
Right.
You can tell your kids, hey, just hold on to it. Another three. That one misses.
And Hector comes out with it. It's Peyton Campbell with it. Peyton needs help. He's at the half-court line.
Oh.
And there you go, call it.
I was about to say.
Here's a three, and that is no good by Aiken. Hector still fighting. Peyton Campbell's going to let it fly. No good.
Short.
And this is going to be run down by McGee. And here's another three. Aiken, no good. We're down to the final 2 seconds. Let it fly. Oh.
Yep.
That's going to bring an end to this junior boys contest. It was all Acorn here tonight, 58-22 over Hector.
Man, I sure hope that Acorn burns out their three-point shooting before district tournament, man. Because whoever has to run into them in that one, that could get ugly.
But that wasn't even their starter. I mean, it was that second bunch.
Yeah, that was the backup.
The starters couldn't hit a three
yeah.
But wow.
Oh, Lord. I think I saw Lane McGee kind of shooing the Tigers players away from the mid-court prayer. Goodness. Oh, I think McGee could be a little turd if he wanted to be. He's funny, though. So, yeah, that's a tough one. But got two more on the night. Next one may not be any easier. Senior girls.
It's going to Acorn coming in 23-5, 7-0 in conference. Hector senior girls 5-14, 3-4 in conference.
Yeah, the senior girls are staying alive in the conference. You know, about middle of the road. And,
yeah.
You know, doing okay in some games, but like I said, this one's liable to get messy. Lady Cats are going to have to play extremely well if they want to have any hope of getting in late into this one, staying in it, you know. But there are the Lady Cats. They're going to come down here and do a little bit of warming up. We got a little under 10 minutes, so we're going to kick it out to our break, and we'll be back with the senior high girls here in just a little while. Stay with us right here on Cat TV.
At Chambers Bank, we believe banking should be anytime. Got a check? Scan it in the Chambers Bank app and you're done. Because anytime banking should always be anytime.
Safeguarding your building from the elements starts at the top. Use the company that's worked hard to earn the reputation as a top commercial roofing company in the area. Miller Roofing. Miller Roofing Company is local, family-owned, and their full-service team has been in business for over 30 years. Extensive experience working hand-in-hand with product manufacturers for new roofs, coatings, repairs, and re-roofs on many different types of commercial properties. We also know the importance of getting construction finished quickly. Contact us for a free consultation on your roof today.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hughes with Pope and Johnson County Title. We're a family-owned company serving the Arkansas River Valley. We have an office in Russellville and in Clarksville, but we do title searches and closings for any county in the state. So for all of your title or closing needs, give us a call at 968-4853 for our Russellville office or 647-3153 for our Clarksville office.
United Welding Institute of Arkansas provides training services for sought-after skills in the welding business, including oil fields, pipelines, refineries, and power plants. We understand the growing demand for experienced welders, and our trainers are proficient and equipped with the current know-hows in the welding industry. Since 2013, we devote our business into training and molding students to become full-fledged welders, as well as offering assistance to find job opportunities. United Welding Institute, where the next generation of welders are born.
You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in which you are present. Christ who dwells in you has something He wants to do through you. You believe this, and go in His grace, go in His love, and go in His power. You be the one.
All right, welcome back to Hector. We are about to get the senior girls game underway, but before we go to that, we're gonna have our pledge and national anthem. So I'm gonna go off headset for a few minutes.
And juniors, Willie Mae Humphrey, Gabrielle Winters, and cheer coach Faith McElhaney. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States.
Okay, I want to get something out of the way. The other night, when we were doing this, I came up and I after they got done singing, I said, I don't think I've ever heard them do that bad. Now, my mom heard me say that, and she nearly freaked out because if you listen to that in a certain way, if you got a certain brain set, you probably heard me say that you've never heard them do it that bad.
I see what you're saying. Yeah.
But that is not what I said, and I would.
They're not. They've never done it.
Never
bad.
done it bad.
Yeah.
That is what I meant by it.
It is.
If you heard that and had to question yourself, that's what that meant.
I absolutely love it. It's the second time I've got to hear it.
Yeah.
And I love it. I mean, it's so good.
They do a fantastic job with it, and very proud that those girls get to come together. They're family, all of them.
That's awesome.
So,
all right, the lights are out. The strobe light is going around, and they are introducing the Lady Wildcats.
now let's see if Calvis has changed up his starting lineup. I'm going to put this up. Pray that it's right.
So far, 3 for 3.
There you go.
5'10" sophomore center, number 11, Eddie Campbell. 5'4" sophomore guard, number 13, Lauren
There it is.
Taylor.
He switched out Lauren Taylor and Charlie Campbell. Calvis.
Oh, he got you.
Goodness. Yeah, he probably saw that the other night, and he said, I'm going to mess with him.
So he took Charlie Campbell out, and he put Lauren.
Yep, Charlie is Charlie's out there on the floor, but
No.
so is Lauren. So.
Real quick, I'll run back through. It was Lily Humphrey, Emma McConnell, Mackenzie George, Addison Campbell, and Lauren Taylor. And it's going to be Chanity Hall jumping against Mackenzie George. And we are underway, and it's going to be the Lady Tigers with it. And this is Ledbetter with it. Ledbetter kicks it over in the corner to Holiday. Holiday being trapped in the corner. And Ledbetter gets it, kicks it out. They thought about the three. They get inside the lane, and the jumper is good by Squires. So here come the Lady Wildcats, and this is Lauren Taylor with it. Lauren gets it to Campbell, back out to McConnell. Now Humphreys. George thought about the three, but she brings it back out. Now she gets it to Lauren Taylor. Lauren gets it to McConnell. McConnell drives. Humphreys gets the loose ball. Now McConnell gets it back up top to Humphreys. And there was almost a steal there by Holiday. She knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Wildcats. 2-0, Lady Tigers here in the early going of the senior girls contest. McConnell. Taylor's going to let that thing fly from downtown off the front of the rim. Campbell with the offensive board and the stick back.
There you go.
Campbell getting the first bucket for the Lady Wildcats. We're tied at 2. And there's a turnover there by the Lady Tigers.
Marcia Anderson Dover, she heard me. She's talking about the comments about the national anthem. I guess maybe that somebody had heard that other way. Yeah, that is entirely not what I meant by that.
Ledbetter got the steal and the layup, and here come the Wildcats as they break the press. There's a reach in, and there's going to be a steal by the Tigers, and they come away with it. Baseline jumper is no good, but rebounded by the Tigers. Here's a drive. Nice dish inside. And turnaround jumper is no good. Going to go out of bounds. Go to the Lady Wildcats. Now, Marcia, I know you're listening. Trey explained himself.
Yeah. Well, she said she had to explain maybe to her husband that's what I meant, not the other way around.
Lauren Taylor quickly down the floor. It's got Mackenzie George. And Mackenzie gets it back to Campbell. Her free throw line. There you go. Shot is good. We are tied at 4. She hit the back of the rim, and that ball just died.
Just thudded. Went back down.
But, hey, it works.
I mean, Marcia, I very often in my life have I been misunderstood, so I'm glad you understood it. I'll just leave it at that.
Here's McConnell with it after Lauren Taylor got the steal. But George has got a three in the corner, goes off the rim. Lauren Taylor battles for the offensive board, and she gets it. Campbell now kicks it over to George. George back over to McConnell. McConnell's three is off the side of the rim. Nice effort. Humphreys with the offensive board. She goes to the ground. And nice little hip toss there. WWE hip toss on the baseline.
We're going to get it early tonight.
You betcha. Humphrey did the little hip toss and let that Lady Tiger know I'm not going down without a fight.
Tell you what, them Mountain Humphrey folks, you better watch out for them.
It will be Lady Tiger ball on the possession. So now they get it inside. Turnaround shot is no good, and that was Hall. And she'll be fouled, and she'll go to the line for 2 free throws as we're tied at 4 here with about 3 minutes gone in this first quarter. And Hall's first free throw is short. She'll get one more. Yes, I want to thank Lily Humphrey for letting me get my WWE call out early tonight. And not have to worry about it. Folks, it's been a little corny all my years doing it, but I always get one WWE call in the game.
Yeah.
So Hall gets 1 out of 2, and it makes it 5-4. And George is trying to get across. She does get across the timeline. Now she needs help, and she gets it over to Charlie Campbell, who's checked in the game. And we're going to have a steal by the Tigers. And the Tigers break the timeline. quickly down the floor, all the way down the middle of the lane. Layup is no good. That was Squires that attempted the layup. She couldn't get it to fall. Here comes the Lady Wildcats. McConnell gets through 3 of them. Lauren Taylor, jumper is, rolled off the side there. And here come the Lady Tigers all the way. Layup is good. And that was Ledbetter with the layup. And I think Coach Casey wants to talk about things. 7-4 here in the first quarter. So, not a bad start by the Lady Wildcats.
No,
they're getting some shots.
Doing very well on the boards as well, getting rebounds, which,
you can tell that the Lady Tigers live and die with that pressure, and they're going to keep it on them. And the better that they handle it, the longer you're going to be able to stay in this.
Yeah. Well, and one of the things I've noticed about every team that the senior girls have played, all of them want to press.
Right.
They want to press because they know that they can rattle these girls with the press.
So it will be Lady Wildcat ball. Humphreys gets it in. Swips it over to Taylor. Taylor gets it to George. They break the press. And that's how you do break the press. And we're going to have a push.
And Mackenzie George, if she gets out there and finds her spot, we saw her.
We saw that. We've seen it. Yes.
She lit it up the other night against Danville.
3 threes, like bam, bam, bam.
So let's see if she can do it again tonight.
Here's George with it up top. Gets it over to Lauren Taylor. Lauren kicks it over. McConnell's going to let that 3 fly. A little bit long, but George has got the offensive board. Gets knocked out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Lady Wildcats. So they will inbound underneath. Humphrey with it. And got to get it in. Gets it up top to Lauren Taylor. Lauren drives over in the corner, and her pass is stolen. And here comes the Lady Tigers. This is Ledbetter. Ledbetter pulls up. She's going to take the little short jumper, and it's good. Ledbetter was 6 here in the first quarter. It's 9-4. That should have been a foul right there. Lauren took a shot, but here's another turnover. And Lady Tigers, Hall going all the way.
We're going to have a foul by Lily Mae Humphrey.
I don't know why they didn't call it because Taylor, when she went for the ball, got hit.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to put Hall at the line. She was 1 out of 2 a while ago, and she hits the first one this time. Makes it 10-4, 3:30 left here in this first quarter. Senior girls action here. Hall, second one is no good. She 1 out of 2 again, but the Tigers get the rebound off the free throw. 3-pointer at the top is off the back of the rim. Lady Wildcats are going to have to start blocking out. Here's a runner, and I understand foul with the body, but Charlie she stood her ground. I mean, but now that's going to put Josie Dollar at the line for 2 free throws. 3:15 left here in the first. First one is no good. They're struggling at the free throw line here in this first quarter.
Yeah, you need to take advantage of that.
I mean, they've 1 out of 2, and just out of the way again, they did it 1 out of 2 again. Makes it 11-4. Got to get a bucket here, and there's another steal. So the Tigers' press is really, really affecting the Lady Wildcats here. Well, this time, Wildcats taking their time with this possession. Holiday has it, gets it into Hall. Hall backing down, and shot is no good. They're going to call Campbell for a push in the back. And one more foul, and Tigers will be in the bonus.
Yep. 4 team fouls for the Lady Cats, 1 for the Lady Tigers.
Here's the Tigers get it up front, get it up top. Dollar has it. Shot is no good. George is needing help. Gets it to McConnell. McConnell quickly down the floor. Gets Campbell with it. Campbell back to McConnell. Oh, almost a turnover, but George caught it, and George, I thought, well, there's the spot. Couldn't get that three to fall.
Lauren Taylor just a little out of position. I think that was going to her originally.
Here's a free throw line jumper is no good by Squires, and there's a battle for the board, and we're going to have a foul on the Lady Tigers.
Yeah, came in a little bit too strong there, trying to bump it away from Emma McConnell. So, Lady Tigers up to 2 team fouls now.
2:04 left here in the first, 11-4. It is Lady Tigers leading the Wildcats. McConnell gets it. Now she's going to pull it back out up top. She got a little pressure coming.
Oh,
now she kicks it over to George. McConnell, 3 from the wing. That was going to be off. And it comes out to the Lady Tigers. Ledbetter has it. Ledbetter down to Hall. Hall's underneath the goal and going to have a jump ball, and it's going to go to the Lady Wildcats. So possession goes to the Lady Wildcats with 1:38 left here in the first. 11-4. And, boy, those are dangerous passes against the press. And that was just a little bit too high. Charlie got to shove that girl out of the way, so get out of the way. That girl goes flying out of bounds. Oh. So it will come down to this end for free throws here in this final minute 27.
Change my cameras out here real quick so I don't make anybody seasick.
That's going to, let me see who's at the line here.
Looks like maybe number 3.
Free throw is good. Yes, that is number 3, and that's going to be Josie Dollar.
She gets her first.
So it makes it 12-4. Second one off the back of the rim. Still 1 out of 2, but, boy, you got to take advantage of it and get that board. And the Lady Tigers have been all over the offensive boards.
Mm-hmm.
Hall gets it inside. She's going to draw a foul. And that's going to be on McConnell. Hall, this is her third trip to the free throw line. She's 1 out of 2, both of them, and then she hits the first one on this one. Hall's second is good, so all of her points have come from the free throw line here in the first quarter. It's 14-4. Lady Wildcats down by 10. Here's Lauren Taylor with it to Dotson. Dotson back over to George. Now McConnell has it on the wing. McConnell gets it inside. George, layup good. Nice little set there.
That may be what George needs to do tonight. Maybe you can't have her out there on the perimeter trying to take 3-point
cut to
shots.
the goal.
There you go. Yeah.
14-6. Now get it into Hall. Hall spin move. Her shot is a little wild, but she gets her offensive board and stick back. Hall doing a lot of work underneath. And she's got 6, 16-6. And you could look at Hall and you could tell she's a senior and she's, probably a very experienced post player.
Yeah.
And you've got a lot of sophomores inside for Hector.
Yeah, that's the thing about this Hector team. Talked about it a little bit off and on. They are young. 2 seniors on the team.
Right.
They're both on the bench.
Well, Hall, I just watch her actions in there, and she's being a handful now for the inside players for the Lady Wildcats. McConnell's at the free throw line. She misses the first one. 16-6, 17 seconds left here. McConnell gets the second one to roll, and it is 16-7. We're down 2, getting close to the 10-second mark. All right, now we're at 10. And they get it inside, and good defense there by George and Dotson, and it goes out of bounds with 1.6 left on the clock. Here's the inbounds. Oh, they hit a cutter. Oh, my word. She gets it to go at the buzzer. And that was Josie Dollar, and she's going to go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Well, that's a dagger.
Yeah.
And the free throw is good. So that's going to bring it into the first quarter. It is the Lady Tigers from Acorn 18, the Hector Lady Wildcats 7, as we get ready for second quarter action.
Yeah, I mean, 19-7, that's not.
Oh, 19. I forgot that free throw there when I said
that. 19-7, that's not an insurmountable amount of points. You just got to make some things happen. You got to be very careful with the ball. You got to make some good choices, good passes.
The press. Yeah, I mean, the turnovers have come on the press, and like I said, the turnovers have come on cross-court passes. I mean, that is just here. Please steal it.
Yeah.
You got to be careful with that passes. Now, a couple of times, the Lady Wildcats broke that press, never put the ball on the ground once. It was like bam, bam, bam. That's exactly what you want to do. So it will be Lady Tiger ball to start second quarter action here. Lady Wildcats have Humphrey, Moore, Dodson, Taylor, and McConnell on the floor. And that should be a turnover, and it is. Lady Wildcats will get the ball off the backcourt turnover by the Tigers.
Which one was that? Was that Lauren Taylor or Ellen McConnell that showed a little bit of pressure and got
that? Was Taylor.
Okay, good job by Taylor. I could see a 3 on the jersey, but I didn't.
Yep.
Didn't get a good look.
And there's
come on, Lauren, get a hold of it. Maybe a jump ball.
You know Lauren will get in there and fight.
Oh yeah, got that Taylor blood in her.
You bet you. McConnell has it up top, gets it over Humphrey to the wing to Dotson, back up to Humphrey. Humphrey, now Moore. Humphrey thought about it, now goes to Dotson. Dotson's little baseline jumper is off the side, but Taylor's going to get in there and tie it up, and going to be jump ball, goes to the Wildcats. I mean, nope.
Lady Tigers.
Tigers.
Tigers and Wildcats and Bears, oh my.
Yeah, I knew that was coming sometime tonight. Tigers have it up top. Three-pointer from deep up top is no good there, and that was Townsend. Here's Taylor to Dodson. McConnell has it now. McConnell off and running. Gets it to Humphrey. Humphrey gets inside. Nice move by Humphrey. She could have get the ball. Stick back. No good. She is still battling. She gets the offensive board. Here's Taylor. 3 at the top. It's good. Lauren Taylor with the 3. Nice hustle and effort there, but Humphrey gets a lot of credit on that possession. Yeah. She fought to keep the possession alive, but Taylor hit the 3, makes it 19-10. And there's a steal by the Lady Wildcats. Moore just needs to hold on to it, get some help. Now she gets it to Taylor. And McConnell has it. McConnell, they're going to leave Taylor wide open. She's going to make it 2 in a row. No. But Dotson gets the offensive board, and that's a foul right there. Don't call a jump ball. Thank you, sir. I was fixing to chunk my pen on the court. I don't want the bailout jump ball because Dotson had possession of it and the girl reached in.
Yeah.
19-10. Wildcats have it. Inbounds. McConnell whips it up top. Campbell. Back over to Moore. Moore
steps. Yep.
Took a little shuffle. (19-10). 6 minutes left here in the first half. Josie Dollar with it. Josie penetrates to the block, and we're going to get steps by Josie Dollar. Hector needs to take advantage on these opportunities. So Moore will come out of the game. Lauren Taylor checks back in. Humphreys has it. Nice pass inside Charlie Campbell. Nice baseline cut by Addison. And she lost her feet, but Charlie gets it and couldn't get the shot to fall. And we've got bodies on the floor. And here's a baseball pass down the floor for the Lady Tigers. They go up. Dollar's layup is good. 21-10. Now Lady Tigers lead. McConnell gets it down to Addison Campbell. Oh, nice look, and McConnell runs it down. Good hustle by McConnell. Humphrey has it, and it's a reach in on the Tigers. You cannot ever say anything about the hustle of the Lady Wildcats. Those girls will scrap for everything. Lauren Taylor has it. Her little kick back to McConnell. Bucket. Oh, no good. Now here's a rebound. Stick back, no good by Charlie. And we're still fighting. And Charlie Campbell comes away with it. McConnell couldn't hold on to it. And here comes Joe. The Lady Tigers shot no good.
Oh, goodness.
Stick back by Dollar, no good. And that's an elbow right there, sir. She threw an elbow.
But they're going to call a foul on Lily Humphrey. Wowzers.
But the Hall girl threw if we were in collegiate, they would be reviewing that. The elbow was thrown.
Yeah, backing up steps. Yeah. Lily Mae going to go take a seat. Who did we get in for her? Mackenzie George?
Mackenzie George was checked back in. 4:39 left, 21-10. A lot of physical play here in this second quarter.
Yeah. Referee's kind of letting them get away with a few things here.
Yep. Mackenzie couldn't hold on to it. And the Lady Tigers have it.
Kind of a push off there by 13, but
we're having some shoulders and some elbows being thrown here in this second quarter.
A little bit of a forearm push.
Here's a runner, is no good, and
George
rebounded by George.
Lose it out of bounds and turnover back to Acorn.
I never knew I didn't even think she got close.
She may have touched the line right there on that.
Wow.
Right there by that bench. That's my guess.
But I'm going to say this, Trey. These officials need to start getting control of this.
Yeah.
It's getting a little – shot is no good by the Lady Tigers. And Hall goes up. Her shot is no good.
Jump ball as Addison Campbell hits the floor. Campbell's getting a little bit frustrated, I think, down there for good reason.
And Lady Wildcats are standing their ground, not being intimidated. Charlie has it now.
Let's see what this was here.
And that's going to be a foul on Hall, and that's her second.
Yeah.
21-10, 3:45 left in this first half. We are fixing to have to get the shoulder pads out. We're fixing to go at it. Charlie Campbell's little turnaround, no good. She's still fighting for it.
There you go,
and
Charlie.
that's going to be a foul on the Lady Tigers.
Good job sticking with it, trying to go back up. Man, that's all you got to do, man.
That is, I mean, just stand your ground. Don't be pushed around. These Lady Wildcats are doing it here in a second.
Wow.
And the first free throw is no good. So Charlie will get one more.
3:35.
Campbell second, off the back of the rim, no good. And here comes the Lady Tigers with it. This is Ledbetter. And, George almost had a steal. Dollar got it, though. Back up top to Squires. Here's a three in the corner, and it is good. Ledbetter. And that makes it 24-10. And it's going to be timeout. Lady Tigers with 3:10 left here in the first half. They lead by 14. All right, we're going to have to get shoulder pads and everything. I mean, we've had some elbows, we've had some shoulders, but tell you what, Lady Wildcats are battling. They're not being intimidated. They're still fighting in there, and they're not going to be pushed around.
Yep.
And what an appropriate song to play.
There you go. A little bit of kung fu fighting here.
Everybody's kung fu fighting.
Marcia Henderson over in the chat says, Shane, throw your shoe and wake the referee up.
If I threw my shoe, the size of my shoe, I'd knock him out. I'll have to get up and show some karate moves. All right, it is Lady Wildcats with the possession here. George has it. Campbell in the corner. Addison back up top to Lauren Taylor. Lauren gets it into Charlie, and that's going to be stolen by Dollar. Dollar is going to try to go coast to coast. Oh, nice block by McConnell. McConnell said, Nice job, Emma McConnell. And it's going to get rewarded with Wildcats getting possession. George looking, gets it up top to Lauren Taylor. Addison was running wide open on that baseline for a second. Nobody saw her. Now she gets it into Charlie. Lauren Taylor, three at the top is going to be short. Nice rebound. George. Oh, nice stick back by Campbell. No, couldn't get it to fall. And Hall comes out with it. And Dollar is off and running. And this time Lauren Taylor is going to get called for the foul. And that's going to put Josie Dollar at the line. 2:17 left here in the first half. 24-10, Lady Tigers leading. And the first free throw is no good. The one thing they haven't done good tonight is they've been terrible at the free throw line.
Yeah. Only a couple, maybe once or twice had both free throws make it.
Yeah, and they're again 1 out of 2. Josie Dollar. And it's 25-10. Lady Wildcats need a bucket on this possession. George gets it in the lane, and now she brings it back out. And going to have a turnover, and here comes Ledbetter. And steal by Humphrey.
There you go.
Humphrey off and running. McConnell back to Humphrey. Humphrey gets all the way to the block.
Down there, girl.
Oh,
man.
Couldn't. Boy, we've had some good shots inside. Just couldn't get them to fall. Squires, her bank shot is good. It makes it 27-10. 1:34 left here in the first half. And we've got a timeout on the floor. I believe, was that Coach Casey?
I believe so, yes.
With that one.
Marcia Henderson Dover responded and said, go ahead, knock him out.
First ever broadcaster assaulting a referee.
We do not advocate for the violence against referees. I did have I had a youth pastor from, I'm not going to say which church, but she's actually walking around behind me right now. Told me at Bigelow during football season that I needed to go knock the the PA announcer for Bigelow out while I was in the box. And I said, you want me to do what?
Well, honestly, I guess that's why broadcasters wouldn't make good officials.
Yeah, you're right. I certainly wouldn't.
I wouldn't either.
I've got too much blue blood running through my veins, but you know. After that timeout, Lady
So
Cat's gonna have
we've
it.
gone from Kung Fu fighting to Footloose.
Yep.
Trying to put everybody in a good mood now. All right, here we go. Minute and a half left here in the first half, and Lauren Taylor gets it into Addison. She kicks it out. George, 3 at the corner. Oh, in and out. Couldn't get it to fall. Thought she was going to find that spot. Here's Josie Dollar. And her little side step goes out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Tigers. So Josie gets it inside the lane. Shot is.
You're going to call a foul that late.
I agree with you, Addison. Addison was like, really? And, I mean, I agree. The play was over.
She done threw it away. It was going out of bounds, and then all of a sudden the whistle comes in. It's like a Kansas City Chiefs flag. Late.
Yeah. Addison's looking at Coach Campbell. I didn't foul. We agree with you up here. And first free throw is no good. So 27-10, minute 10 left here in the second quarter.
Addie and Charlie going to change places.
Second free throw is no good. 0 for 2 on that trip. Humphrey gets it to McConnell. McConnell trying to set the offense. Whips it over to Humphrey. Humphrey in the corner. George is going to try this corner and a little bit too strong. Going to stay with the Lady Wildcats.
George is in that spot that she hit a few from.
I want her to hit one because I want to see if that spot, she takes off from it. She did the other night. Nice drive by McConnell, and thank you, sir, as she falls to the ground. So that will put McConnell at the line with 2 free throws with 50 seconds left. McConnell's first free throw is no good. That's the thing. You've got to take advantage of your, every attempt you get on a team like Acorn, you've got to take advantage of it. And that's scoring when the clock is off.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, knowing what the score was in that last one that we had, the fact that it's only 27-10 right now is kind of amazing to me. And I'm not trying to be negative, but that's, we're handling some business. It's just getting some shots to fall.
Yes, I know. So 2 missed free throws there, and it comes out to the Lady Tigers. And what do we got?
Please don't tell me he shot a clock.
All right, on your bingo card, if you had second quarter of the second game for the first shot clock.
Oh, man. Like I told you, we're turning into War Memorial out here. It seems to be running. Oh, no, it's hung up at 30. Oh, my.
That's it. No more shot clock.
I don't know what the problem is with this system that we have here. Referee's going to confer for Lord knows how long. They pushed the games the other night to go until 10 o'clock with shot clock issues. Hopefully that's not the case. It's 6:41 right now. But we're going to try to find some sort of happy medium here.
So 27-10, 38 seconds left. The second quarter is brought to you by Radio Shack. We need batteries.
Shouldn't be a battery
I know.
situation. I mean,
Here's Dollar. Dollar gets in the lane. Her little up and under. Nice move by the Josie Dollar. She did a little up and under there. Made it 29-10. All right, shot clock is off now. And we're down to 20 seconds left here in this first half. Need a bucket to close out the half. Oh, Humphrey almost lost her dribble, but she kept it. George gets it inside to Dotson. Dotson kicks it back out. Humphrey. Oh, three was no good. And we're down to 3 seconds, 2 seconds. And that's going to bring it in to the first half here in the senior girls contest. It is Acorn 29, the Hector Lady Wildcats 10.
Like I said, being there to watch that first game down there at Acorn,
A more competitive first half.
Yeah, I'm gonna give high marks to our ladies here for they're playing well enough defensively that they've held Acorn to
They
29.
haven't got some shots. I mean, they've had a lot of opportunities, missed free throws and stuff like that. But boy, I will give them an A+ effort on standing that ground and not being pushed around by the shoulders and the elbows.
Yeah. Got the senior boys out here doing a little bit of warm-ups, and we're going to kick it out to our halftime break, and we'll be back with you for the second half of senior girls here in just a little bit. All right, fans, welcome back to the multipurpose building here, or should I say War Memorial Stadium, with all the clock issues that we are continuing to have. They went through and tried to reset everything.
They've got the manual out, too.
Halftime, yeah. We've got the big book of how this thing is supposed to operate. Right now, the clocks are showing nothing. And now maybe they are going to go through the whole tried and true method of turn it off and turn it all back on.
Boy, I hope they don't ask us to count.
Yeah, but as you can see there, we are scoreboard is in a blackout. But so the halftime break technically is still kind of going on. And as soon as they get all that sorted out, we will be getting ready we will be in the second half action.
Oh, me.
Boy, I tell you what, I cannot wait for the time if we do actually get a second one of these cameras to not have that one over there looking like faded out duty and having two that actually look like this. No, we're on air.
Okay.
Yeah. I don't have a problem saying duty on air, Shane. That's the better option than what I would have, other times. Yeah. Yeah, we are we're very much on air, so
it just makes me rest in peace, Bob Euchre. It just makes me think of that. You can't say that. Nobody's listening.
Just a bit outside.
Oh, it's good stuff.
These
I want to know right now, while we have a minute, is the banana. Is there a story behind the kid walking around in banana?
In the banana costume? No, there is no story that I know of.
Okay.
He's just a student section kid, and they're all wearing a little bit of a funky outfit down here.
I got you now.
We've got a kid down here, and we'll go ahead and take a look over here. We've got a kid in the banana outfit. We've got a kid wearing a pink something, another animal onesie. Got a kid in a cowboy hat and a American flag. Pearl snap, looks to be. Yeah, they have the student section does their own little themes every now and then.
Oh, that's
and
good.
I'm not sure what the theme was today, but yeah, they have fun with it.
Well, it's good. I mean, it gets you fired up, spirit, and everything like that. And I mean, it's fun. It's very good in a basketball gym when your student section is involved.
Yeah.
It's fun. Fun stuff.
So they are still consulting the manuals down there.
Well, now we're pulling out phones, so I'm sure Google's involved in this now.
They may be getting ready to call the manufacturer and pull anybody that's out there named Karen. I apologize. But I'd like to speak with your manager. And
all right. So it looks like we're going to play with no clock, no scoreboard.
Well, this is going to be fun.
So you fans at home are getting to watch. You're getting to see more than the people in the gym as far as scoring clock. Puts a lot of pressure on you there, Trey.
It does, yeah. But I'm glad you're up here because you're keeping track of points.
Yeah.
That's coming across. And,
So we are 29-10.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right.
All right, folks. We'll try to get this keep you going, keep you updated as best as we can.
So here goes nothing. The first time I've ever seen this happen. I think what we need to do is just change out these scoreboards and go with like some bright, shiny LED boards as we get the third quarter underway.
All right, it is Lady Tigers with the ball. And this is Dollar with it. Dollar drives all the way, and she'll draw the foul, and they'll count it and give her the and one. So she'll get a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play. So Dollar, free throw is good. Makes it 32-10 now. Here comes McConnell across the timeline with it. Gets it to Humphrey. Back to Lauren Taylor. McConnell, 3 from the wing, is in and out, no good. Good looking shot there, just couldn't get it to fall. And this is Squires. Squires gets in the lane.
Kickball.
So it's going to stay with the Lady Tigers. And I'm going to catch myself looking at the scoreboard 900 times. And there's nothing there. So here's the pressure by the Wildcats. And jumper in the lane is no good by Squires. And Emma McConnell comes away with it. It is 32-10.
According to my clock, about down to played through a minute. So
Mackenzie George, she drives baseline, spin move. Oh, couldn't get it to fall. Nice move, though. And Hall comes away with the rebound for the Tigers. And jumper in the lane by Squires is good.
34-10.
Campbell, cross court, McConnell drives and has it stolen by Hall. Hall's going to try to go coast to coast, and she gets layup a little bit too hard, and it comes away to the Wildcats. McConnell will bring it across the timeline as Lady Tigers lead 34-10. George holds on to it. Taylor gets it back at the top, kicks it over in the corner. And they tried to get inside to Addison Campbell, and it goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Lady Tigers.
It's kind of that's an odd pass to try to make right there, especially when it's covered up like that.
It was a very forced bounce pass.
Yeah, you might have been better off to just try to let the 3 fly and see what you can make happen.
We're going to have a foul up top, and that's going to be on Mackenzie George. So the Lady Tigers will inbounds on the side. And they get it in to Dollar and Humphreys. Jump ball, and it's going to go to the Lady Wildcats. Humphrey got in there and tied it up and caused the possession change. So we've got about 5:49 left here in the third.
That's according to how I've been running.
Well, notice I'm going to put the word about.
Yeah. There's no telling whether what I've got is correct or what Scott's got down there.
Nice drive by Humphrey, and Humphrey gets the bucket right there. Lily Humphrey with her first bucket makes it 34-12. Here's a drive by Squires. Squires put that shoulder in, and they're going to call a block on McConnell. McConnell couldn't get set, and so that's why they're going to get the block on her. And they get the Tigers inbound. Ledbetter, 3, and it's good. Ledbetter with the 3 ball, her second, makes it 37-12. Here's Humphrey with the drive. Kicks it back out to Addison Campbell, to Taylor. Lauren kicks it in the corner. George has got that 3, and it looked good.
There you go.
And there's a 3 ball by Mackenzie George. That's 5 for her, and that makes it 37-15.
4:40 left in the third.
I'm about 4 seconds off.
Well, that's good.
That's not bad. We're going to have a foul down here on this end while we were in that replay.
So Hall is going to draw the foul, and Hall will go to the free throw line.
Team 4.
4th team foul on the Lady Wildcats this quarter, and that's going to put Hall at the line for 2 free throws. First one is no good. She has struggled. I mean, she's 1 out of 2 to everything on the line tonight. So she's 4 out of 8 from the line, 4 out of 9 now, and she's trying to make it, and she does, 5 out of 10. 38-15 now. Lady Tigers leading the Lady Wildcats. Lauren Taylor looking, gets George. She said, I found my spot. No, it went off. But McConnell picks up the loose ball, gets it inside to George. George fighting for it. Moore comes out with it. Moore to Lauren Taylor. Lauren Taylor drives. Runner is no good. And they're going to call a block, and that's going to put Lauren Taylor at the line for 2 free throws. So Taylor be at the line for 2. And the first one is good. That's her 4th point on the night. Makes it 38-16. I feel like we need somebody up here with flashcards holding up the score.
Stick them on the ends of
the. And the second one is good by Taylor. She hits them both, 38-17. I guess we can multitask and flip them over.
Do like the whole
Chicago
K's pitches and strikes and stuff.
I know it. Oh, there's a bad pass by the Tigers. Lauren Taylor's going to run it down and
going to be backcourt?
Backcourt, because either way, Hector was going to come away with it if it went out of bounds, but the girl picked it up. And so it is backcourt, and it will be Lady Wildcats balls. They trail by 21, 38-17. McConnell being pressured up top by Squires, gets it inside to Humphrey. Humphrey is going to
tie it for a jump ball.
Yeah, and it's going to go to the Lady Tigers. So here's Josie Dollar with it. Gets it to Ledbetter. Back up top to Holiday. Holiday over to Ledbetter. Down in the corner, Josie Dollar. Shot is no good. Hall comes away with it. Hall, baseball pass over to the other side. Jumper is no good by Squires. And here comes Mackenzie George. And George loses it as Ledbetter come up from behind her and took it away. Ledbetter gets to the baseline. Her shot is no good. And here comes McConnell with it. McConnell needs help. Gets it to George. George back to McConnell as we've got about 3 minutes left here in the third. George shot in the lane, no good. Here's Moore with the offensive board. They're going to call ball, I say? Yes. And it's going to stay with the Lady Wildcats. Here's a pass inside. McConnell, yes. Somebody blew their whistle, and they all look at each other like, who did it?
Here on the inbound, McConnell, yep, she gets fouled.
So
will be at the line.
Emma going to the line for free throws. And the first one is good. That's our second point on the night. That makes it 38-18. 2:53 left here in the third. Emma's second is good. 38-19. We've got a timeout on the floor with Hector trailing 38-19.
Score, Hector, 38, Hector, 19.
Timeout, I believe by Coach Casey?
Yes.
So Hector will have 2 timeouts left to work with. Acorn still with 4.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty sure of
okay.
it. Pretty sure, because I don't think they've taken a timeout since
you're right. I'm just – I mean, because it's just like you fans at home that are watching or are getting to see about where the clock and the score is and stuff. Everybody here in the gym's in the dark.
Yeah, like I said, we are still I'm guessing that Coach Freeman and them are going to try to get the board back up and running for the boys' game, but just in the here and now with trying to get the girls' game over with and took care of, they're just they're letting Scott handle some things down there at the table.
All right, after the timeout, as we resume action here, it will be Lady Tigers ball, and they lead 38-19 with 2:53 left in this quarter.
We think.
We're guesstimating.
Yeah.
Here's the Tigers all the way as they get it to Hall. Hall layup is no good. Rebounded by Moore for the Lady Wildcats. Gets it to McConnell. Humphrey with it now. Cut off at the baseline. Gets it back. McConnell cross court. Moore thought about it. Now she comes up top to Taylor. Lauren drives. Runner is no good. It goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Lady Wildcats.
Scott looked like he was getting ready to call out the time.
Humphreys will inbound, gets it in to Moore. Moore had it knocked away, and here comes Squires with it. Squires gets across the timeline. Ledbetter kicks it over. Jumper at the free throw line is no good, and that was Moore. But it is rebounded by the Tigers. Squires flips it over to Moore. Moore down in the corner. Here's a deep three. And it is no good as Ledbetter couldn't get it to fall, and the Lady Wildcats come away with the rebound. Lauren Taylor has it, gets it to Humphreys. Humphrey going to drive, pull up in the free throw line.
A little short.
Yep, it was short, and she tried to save it, but it's going to go to the Lady Tigers.
139.
139. You are staying in that 5-second range.
Yeah.
139 left on the official clock at the table here in the third. Oh, that is travel.
Yeah.
They called the block.
Let's take another look at that, shall we? Since we've got the benefit of replay up here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yep. That's most definitely steps, but
Yeah, she looked like she picked her ball up and was running home with it. And first free throw is good. So Dollar hits the free throw, makes it 39-19. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Humphrey with the board. Lily gives it off to McConnell. Emma penetrates and loses it on the dribble. And here's the baseball pass. Oh, it's almost stolen back, and it's going to go out of bounds. And going to go to the Wildcats.
3 seconds off
All
that
right.
time. 1:15.
39-19. Oh, inbounds goes out of bounds. A little bit too much for McConnell to grab, and it's going to go to the Tigers.
Now I'm ahead by a second.
Here's the inbounds, and Lauren Taylor's going to get the steal, and she gets it to Humphrey. Humphrey dribbles in the lane, and she's cut off, and it's going to be taken away by the Tigers. Tigers are off and running baseball pass down the floor. Dollar, good hustle by Dotson. Nice hustle by Dotson. Knocks it out of bounds, and it will stay with the Tigers, but Dotson stopping the wide open layup. Here's the inbounds.
They nearly knocked it away.
And Lauren Taylor's going to tie it up in the corner.
Just keep battling.
And it's going to stay with the Tigers. They will inbounds up top, and this is Dollar with it. Dollar, oh my, going to count it, hit the bucket, and she'll have a chance for the old-fashioned three-point play.
I believe they said that foul is going to be on Charlie Campbell, and that will be her fourth.
And free throw is no good, but Hall gets the offensive board, stick back, no good. And McConnell comes away with it. And there's going to be a foul on the Tigers. So now it is 41-19.
I didn't hear what Scott said as far as the time, so we're just going to keep running with 45.
McConnell breaks the press, gets it to Moore. Moore whips it back up to Lauren Taylor. Lauren, all the way, runner is no good. And here comes the Lady Tigers with it, fast breaking, and bank shot is good by Ledbetter. And we've got a foul.
22.8 seconds.
Ooh, you're pretty close there.
22.8 officially, if you can say such a thing. I guess they still got some control of it down there at the table. But
here inside Humphrey, and Humphrey's going to be fouled and go to the line for 2 free throws. So Humphrey will be at the line. First free throw is no go.
I wonder if Scott's going to do a buzzer noise.
And couldn't get free throws. Addison Campbell battles, and it goes out of bounds.
13.5.
He has a future in bingo calling down there.
There you go. I would almost wonder if he hadn't done some bingo calling at some point.
11, 10, 9.
There's a drive, and it is going to be a foul there as Dollar gets fouled on the drive.
Yep. Mackenzie Moore.
43-19. Ooh.
I don't have the .5.
No, but you are.
7.
There's the free throw is good by Dollar. It makes it 44-19. And Dollar will get one more. Second one is good. 45-19. Folks, going to remind you, senior boys action following this one.
5, 4.
Humphrey lets it fly. Oh, my. It was
so close.
Right. I mean, it was almost there. But that's going to bring it into the third quarter. It is Acorn 45, the Hector Lady Wildcats 19. Oh, I see a new score.
Oh, a new score control?
Yep.
Okay. I wonder if we had to call somebody and have that brought in. If that's an old one that we had around here somewhere.
Oh, baby.
So maybe we will have a chance at getting the board back at some point tonight. But we have played through 3 here. And get ready for the fourth.
45-19. And Trey, a lot of this damage tonight has been done by Josie Dollar, and she didn't even start for them.
Yeah.
She's got 19, and she came off the bench.
Wow.
So she's done a lot of the damage.
Yeah. Well, they're still going to work on that. Coach Freeman down there trying to get that other box plugged in and ready to go. But start the fourth quarter.
You folks at home, you have a better idea of the score and the time than the people in the gym. Dollar picks up the fouls. We start the fourth quarter of play here. Hector with the ball. Lauren Taylor has it. Gets it down inside to Lydia Baker. It's going to be a turnover to the Tigers. Dollar kicks it over. Has it back now at top. Dollar drives. Baseball pass across the floor. to Holiday. They get it inside the lane, and the shot is no good, but the offensive board is there for, that is Shadden with the offensive putback, and that makes it 47-19. Lauren Taylor with it. Gets it to Cohen.
Kane,
I'm sorry, Kane.
That's all right.
I knew I'd do that. That ball goes out of bounds. Brooklyn Loveland, who's also in the game. Kane. Oh, 3-ball a little bit too hard. And Lauren Taylor's going to hustle down, and
Oh, they're going to get her for steps.
you can't fault her hustle, though. She went down there and got the steal, but just couldn't stop with it once she got it.
Good effort on the attempt.
So here's the inbounds by the Tigers. They get it into Moore now underneath, and it's going to be taken away by the Wildcats. Here comes Kane. No, Kane, they had it lost. And whew,
Gabby Biggers down there.
Biggers is getting fired up.
It don't take much, I don't think.
You better say something nice.
Well, this is Gabby. Now, the one I have to worry about trying to
as in junior.
put me in the grave is Olivia.
Okay.
But now we're all good. Her mom sent me a message the other night, and she said they were sitting there watching it and got to laughing about it again. It's all in good fun.
Pressure up top, and here's Moore with it for the Tigers. Boy, Dollar wants to pull the trigger, but she doesn't. She drives in. Runner is no good. There's a fight for the rebound, and the Wildcats come away with it.
Lydia Baker getting down there and getting the board.
Kane gets it off to Taylor. Lauren. Here's Baker. Oh, they're going to call the charge on Lauren Taylor.
Scott, what kind of time am I looking at down there? You got a
6:16 on
my clock.
On your clock. So we've got mass substitutions in all over the place, and we'll try to keep you informed who we've got in. As Moore gets it inside, and it's going to be picked up. Now here's a shot inside, is no good. And
Baker
that was
fighting
Clyde.
for it. Baker hitting the floor. Lydia Baker is going to get a hand on it. It's going to stay down here, though.
Calls the jump ball. Klein missed the shot for the Tigers. But like you said, Baker tied it up, and it's going to cause the possession. Did he just say what I thought?
Sub. We didn't get the buzzer from, we didn't get the buzzer for it from him at the end of the third. But
there's a shot is
good.
They're going to get a foul there.
I think they're going to get it on Brooklyn Loveland. Okay, so the clock is back to life now. It's showing 9s on the board, at least on this one end, as Lady Tigers get ready for a free throw.
This is Kim Klein at the line, and first free throw is no good. Second free throw, no good, and Loveland gets the rebound.
Go.
At least he said sub. If I'd have done it, I'd probably said, hey, somebody's checking in.
Yeah.
Biggers kicks it out. Moore. Over to Baker. Baker drives, kicks it back. Biggers thought about it, and now she's going to come back up top. Loveland. Moore, 3 in the corner, is off the rim, no good, and it's rebounded by the Tigers. Quickly down the floor, here's Moore. Baseball pass across the court. And they thought about the 3 up top, and that was Shadden. Now they go baseline. And there's a steal by Dotson. We've got 4:55 left here in the ball game. 47-19, Lady Tiger.
4:40. I'm a few seconds off, but it's not bad.
And that shot was wide by the Lady Wildcats, and quickly down the floor is the Tigers. And shot is no good by Moore, and here comes Baker out with it. Baker's got a clear lane all the way coast to coast and going to be knocked out of bounds, and it will stay with the Lady Wildcats.
Sub.
It just makes me laugh.
4:16 left.
Oh, 4:16. All right, go ahead and run some more time here.
Here's the inbounds by the Wildcats. Biggers, 3 at the top is short. And it comes to the Lady Tigers. Oh, nice defense by Biggers. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. Now here's Moore with it up top. Moore being patient, flips it over. Wagner, cross court. Wagner, deep 3 is no good. Rebounded by Moore. Moore will come out with it.
Got to get us over 20 at some point here.
Dotson has it. Moore, nice pass. Biggers, Baker, shot is no good.
Man,
they're still fighting. And it's going to go to the Lady Tigers.
Score 47-19.
321.
So,
Sub.
Oh, I can't hear that enough. That is just fun.
Well, it's a very odd deal to have this going on up here. This gym is not that old. The scoreboard technology apparently is ancient, for it to not be working. But
here's a deep 3 by Wagner, and it is no good. Moore comes out with it for the Lady Wildcats. Moore gets it off to Baker. Baker back to Moore. Moore thought about it. Cross court. Here's a 3 by Kane. Is no good. And we've got 2:40 left.
right there, I'm on it.
And the three-pointer is no good. It goes out of bounds by Shadden. Oh, here we go. Say it. Oh.
Sub. Come on, Scott. Nope.
Oh, man. Sorry, folks. We're just having a little fun with this
Yeah.
one.
Yeah, we're flying blind to an extent.
Yeah. Kane kicks it over Dotson. Dotson drives. Runner is, no good. But
Man.
Lydia Baker with the board.
Good job, Baker.
And the drive by Biggers, and the runner is no good. Boy, that's getting a lot of good looks. Just can't get it to fall. Nice hustle by Kane. Knocks it out of bounds. It'll stay with the Lady Tigers.
2 seconds off. 2:10. It's the inbound and, out of bounds that I lose track of it a little bit.
Lady Tigers with the ball. Wagner has it. They get it inside, kick it out. Wagner. And loses it. Loveland.
By Loveland.
Loveland's going to be fouled. Loveland gets a steal, and she draws the foul.
These two seniors coming off the bench, they're trying to get some good minutes in, get some,
Yeah.
get in there.
They're playing hard.
Yeah.
Kane. Try to get it to Baker. Went over the head. It's still 47-19. Dotson applying pressure up top. Here's Wagner with it. They get it inside. Shot is good, and that is Klein with the bucket.
1:20 left.
49-19. And the clock will run now.
30-point threshold.
Yep.
Mercy rule.
Here comes Moore. Moore quickly down the floor, and Kane knocks the ball out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers.
1 minute.
1 minute left in this contest. And the three-pointer is no good by Wagner. And they try to feed it back inside, but Kane knocks it away. Kane comes out with it. Gets it to Baker. Baker.
Come on, Liddy.
Runner in the lane. Oh, couldn't get it to fall. And it goes out of bounds. It'll stay with the Tigers. 49-19. And Trey, we can go ahead and honestly say Acorn's going to go to 24-5 on the year, 8-0. And the Hector Senior girls will fall to 5-15 and 3-5 in conference. Oh, there's a bank shot by Moore. 52-19.
7, 6.
Runner by Dotson is no good.
Yeah, can't chase it down.
1.
And there's the buzzer we were looking for out of Scott.
All right, our final score tonight is going to be Acorn 52, Hector 19 in this senior girls contest. And I can understand now, as you had told me coming into tonight, how, Acorn is good. They're relentless out there.
Yeah. Knew that one was going to be tough.
But give credit to the Hector Lady Wildcats for 2 quarters, stood ground and fought as hard as they could.
Yeah. Gave it as good of an effort as I could have hoped for. And all I wanted to see was just them get past that 19-point mark. But anyway, yeah, as far as girls' standings go, like I said, Acorn going to improve to 8-0 in the conference. There's probably some other games going on tonight. Hector's sitting at the fourth spot right now. But be tied with JC Westside 4-5, both at 3-5, or no, yes, 3-5.
Right.
But
so we fingers crossed. We hope we can get some scoreboard put together here for this boys game.
They are working on that. We're going to take it over here and watch the boys make their way out onto the court. You see Winston Hull. Acorn's boys have made their way out. And yeah, they're waiting on Scott to play the music down there for them. They're going to have that music. And here come the senior boys.
There may not be any music or nothing tonight.
No. Well, like I said, Scott's down there.
He's trying to get it hooked up.
Yeah, he's trying to get a whole bunch of things. It's just been kind of one of those weird nights. Technology fails sometimes, but hopefully here in this little bit of a break in between games, they'll get something going. But senior boys have made their way out. We're going to go ahead and kick it out to a break. We'll be back with you here in a little bit. Don't know how much
we don't
time.
know.
We'll try to come back and let you know when we're ready to go. Stay with us. We'll be back here in just a little while.
At Chambers Bank, we believe banking should be anytime. Got a check? Scan it in the Chambers Bank app and you're done. Because anytime banking should always be anytime.
Safeguarding your building from the elements starts at the top. Use the company that's worked hard to earn the reputation as a top commercial roofing company in the area, Miller Roofing. Miller Roofing Company is local, family-owned, and their full-service team has been in business for over 30 years. Extensive experience working hand-in-hand with product manufacturers for new roofs, coatings, repairs, and re-roofs on many different types of commercial properties. We also know the importance of getting construction finished quickly. Contact us for a free consultation on your roof today.
United Welding Institute of Arkansas provides training services for sought-after skills in the welding business, including oil fields, pipelines, refineries, and power plants. We understand the growing demand for experienced welders, and our trainers are proficient and equipped with the current know-hows in the welding industry. Since 2013, we devote our business into training and molding students to become full-fledged welders, as well as offering assistance to find job opportunities. United Welding Institute, where the next generation of welders are born.
Hi, I'm Kelly Hughes with Pope and Johnson County Title. We're a family-owned company serving the Arkansas River Valley. We have an office in Russellville and in Clarksville, but we do title searches and closings for any county in the state. So for all of your title or closing needs, give us a call at 968-4853 for our Russellville office or 647-3153 for our Clarksville office.
You go nowhere by accident. Wherever you go, God is sending you. Wherever you are, God has put you there. He has a purpose in which you are present. Christ who dwells in you has something He wants to do through you. You believe this, and go in His grace, go in His love, and go in His power. You be the one.
All right, welcome back to the Wildcat Multipurpose Building, and we are still boardless as we get ready to get into this boys game. I'm not sure what kind of system they're going to have in place, but we're going to go ahead and
We're going old school.
yeah. I think down here something with this scores table, and I'm not sure if this is what they're trying to work on or not, but down here there's a piece of software that's loaded onto this this computer that controls the score table that also has like a scoreboard function maybe attached to it, but we're behind it, so we don't get to see what it looks like on the front if that's what they're going with. But looks like we're about to get down here to Scott for player introduction, so we'll take it down here to the visitors bench.
Then for the last contest of the evening, we'll feature the visiting Tigers of Acorn and your Hector Wildcat. Now for the starting lineups, please welcome the Tigers of Acorn. Number 1, Caden Carter.
All right, our starters will be number 1, Caden Carter. Number 2, Caden Tarkington, and then 22, Elam Holland. 23, Aiden Bissell. And 34, Ethan Gilbert. So that's your starters for the Tigers. And now we'll have the lights go out, and I'm really terrified if they do. They may not come back on.
Yeah, with everything else that's been going wrong up here tonight, no question it could happen.
And now, your Hector Wildcats. Six-four senior guard, number 0, Ashton Calhoun.
And we're leading off with the senior, number 0, Ashton Calhoun.
Hayden Story.
And number 1, Caden Story.
5'9", junior guard, number 5, Hunter Kaufman.
Number 5, Hunter Kaufman.
6'3", junior guard, number 10, Winston Hull.
Winston Hull.
And the 6'3", junior forward, number 24, Caleb McLaughlin.
And 24, Caleb
The
McLaughlin.
Wildcats are head coach by Ben Freeman, assistant coach.
And the head coach for the Wildcats is Ben Freeman.
Take a look out there. I've seen the photos and stuff. All those kids lined up around there, and you know, talk about. I've seen them post about it on Wildcat Nation. It's, you know, those kids. They are fans, just like everybody else in here, but they are also looking up to these boys, and it's good of
It's future Wildcats.
good of these senior boys to go through there and, you know, give them the high fives and run through.
Well, you fans at home, we've already talked to a few fans here in the bleachers. They are jealous of y'all because y'all will know more about the game than what they do here.
And like I said, we're just going to have to try to keep the time and everything as best we can. Board is not back up and running, as I said, and I'm sure that there is going to be a phone call placed here after this is over with to see if we can figure out how to get this thing up and running again.
All right, it's going to be Ashton Calhoun jumping for the Wildcats against Caden Tarkington for the Tigers. And we are just about underway. Referee set, ball's in the air, and we are off and going. And this is Carter with it for the Tigers. Carter gets in the lane. Runner is good. Caden Carter with the first points of the game. And here's a deep three, in and out. No good by Kaufman. Follow up by Calhoun is no good, but he's going to draw the foul and get to go to the line for 2 free throws. So the senior, Ashton Calhoun, is at the line for 2 free throws. Ashton hit that milestone Tuesday night for the 1,000-point club and did it in fashion like if you're a kid, you dream about. He got it off a dunk on the baseline And glad to see, like we said, got the monkey off his back, and he can now just take off for the rest of the season.
First one won't go, but he'll get the second one.
So it's 2-1 now. Here's Carter with it. Carter spins in the lane, kicks it out. And here's a three in the corner. It's in and out by Bissell. Rebounded by McLaughlin. McLaughlin holding on to it, gets it off to Hull. Winston pulls up, gets it to McLaughlin. McLaughlin, nice cut by Hull. Layup good. Nice read there by Winston Hull. Saw his man overplayed him and went to the hole with it. It is 3-2 now, Hector. This is Bissell with it. Bissell gets it to Holland. Holland drives, kicks it out. Bissell with it on the wing. Hector's turned up the heat on the defense. Carter gets it off to Tarkington.
10 seconds on the shot clock, according to Scott.
Here's a three by Carter, and that was just about as subtle as that makes it 5-3 now.
Story tries one of his own.
Story couldn't get his to fall. 5-3, Tigers. Holland gets it off to Carter. Carter dishes back. Carter pulls up. Three at the top off the back of the rim. Rebounded by McLaughlin. Cawhorn's going to get fouled as he tried to penetrate the lane, and they reached in on him. Caden Carter picks up that foul. 5-3. Acorn leads Hector here in the senior boys contest. Gets it up top to Hull. Winston kicks it over in the corner. Kaufman back to Winston. Winston looking, being pressured, now kicks it over. Story, three ball is no good. And rebounded by Carter for the Tigers. Kicks it off to Holland. Holland pulls up on the wing. Kicks it in the corner. To Gilbert. Gilbert has it now. They hand it off to Tarkington. Tarkington to Carter. Carter tries to penetrate. Runner in the lane is no good, and they're going to call a foul on the Wildcats, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Story picks up that foul.
It'll be his first game, team first for the Wildcats.
And we're going to have subs coming in. It's going to be Lucas Baker and Jacob Stanek. And the free throw by Carter is good. It makes it 6-3. Carter has all the points.
McLaughlin and Story going to go take a seat. And you're going to have Stanek in now, as well as Lucas Baker.
Free throw by Carter. Second one is no good. Rebounded by Stanek. Kaufman to Winston. Hull kicks it out. Stanek, three from the wing is good. Stanek picking up where he left off Tuesday night.
Ties this game up at 6.
Stanek hit 6 threes Tuesday night, and he's picking right up where he left off. This is Metcalf with it. Metcalf looking inside to Tarkington. Tarkington off to Carter. Carter being hounded by Baker. Tarkington, and it's a steal by Cawhorn. Cawhorn, they reached in, slowed him down. Cawhorn was wanting to take off with it. But here's Stanek. Stanek lets the flyby, and in and out, no good. I just think it's going in every time he lets it fly now.
He's accurate enough.
Carter drives in the lane. We've got bodies. And we're going to get the charge call.
There you go. Now, let's see here. Kaufman, pretty well set.
So that's huge right there, Trey. Carter picks up his second foul here in the first. Still with 4 minutes left. We're tied at 6 here. Halfway through the first quarter. Winston Hole with it. Winston gets it to Callhorn, turns around, shot good. Callhorn with his first field goal. 3 on the night so far. Tarkington, 3 at the top is air ball. And
Sub.
we're going to need some energy on that sub call.
3:37. I was only 3 seconds off.
So Hector leading 8-6 right now here in this first quarter. Winston Hole comes across the timeline. Winston hands it off to Story. Story cross court to Stanek. Stanek looks inside. Now he flips it to Hole, a little too hard. And Tarkington comes out with it for the Tigers. Oh, flash and the steal by Hull. Knocks it out of bounds, and it'll stay with the Tigers. Tigers inbounding from the sideline. They get it in. This is Carter. Carter at the free throw line. And tries to get it to Tarkington. Tarkington loses it, picks it up, and Baker comes out with it. Baker gets it to Hull. Hull to Story, layup. Oh, couldn't finish it, but Callhorn's there to finish it. And that makes it 10-6 now. Callhorn with 5. Here's a drive by the Tigers, and shot is no good. That was Holland on the drive. Winston Hull comes out with it. Winston kicks it out to Story, over to Stanek. Stanek covered up in the corner. He brings it back up top. Baker has it. Baker over to Hull. Hull, three-pointer is off the back of the rim. Story couldn't get the offensive board. Here comes Bissell out with it. Bissell drives all the way to the goal. Cut off by Callhorn. Wild shot. Ashton gets the rebound, but it hit the top up there of the backboard, so it'll go to Hector.
2:10.
Landon Keeling has now checked in for the Wildcats. Winston Hull will catch a breather. Story comes across the timeline with it. Story at the free throw line. Now he gets all the way down the lane. Layup is good. Nice little stutter right there. Got everybody to stop, and then he kept his dribble going and got the layup.
That's part of that whole thing that we saw him do at Rosebud during that tournament.
Nice jump stop there by Carter. His shot is no good. Tarkington with the offensive board. His reverse layup is good.
12-8.
Tarkington with his first bucket of the game. Ashton kicks it over to Story. Story needs help. Stanek's got that three, and Stanek, couldn't get it to fall. Goes out of bounds as Ashton couldn't grab it, and it will go to the Tigers. 1:22 left, 12-8. Hector leading this one. Hector comes in 15-4 on the year, 5-2 in conference, and that's second place spot. Acorn comes in 9-17, 2-5 in conference. Here's a three from the corner, is no good by Holland. Acorn gets the offensive board, and they're going to draw the foul as Baker fouls. I believe that is Holland. No, I'm sorry, that's Bissell. Bissell got fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line for 2.
It's surprising they called that on Baker. It could have been on Keeling as well. Both of them right there in that spot.
First free throw is no good. McLaughlin comes back in, and that's going to give Baker a breather. Second free throw is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Ashton. Ashton whips it in the corner. Story, three is no good. Here's the rebound by the Tigers, and that is Briley with the rebound. I'm sorry, Metcalf. Metcalf with the board. They get it inside, and there's a steal by the Wildcats, but they lose it. And the layup is good by Gilbert as Calhoun tried to get out of there with it, and he had it stripped, and they get the bucket by Gilbert. And we're at 12-10. Story in the corner with it. Calhoun three is good. Nice shot there by Ashton Calhoun. The senior has 8 here in the first quarter. Makes it 15-10.
3, 2, 1.
And that's going to bring it into the first quarter. It is 15-12. Hector leading the Tigers from Acorn.
Well, I'll tell you what, pretty well on target with the clock.
You are.
I'm happy about that. That's, See if I can get over here and get a look at the student section while they're doing the lean.
So 15-12. Hector with the 3-point lead. Ashton Calhoun had 8 in that first quarter, and then 2 for Story, 2 for Hull, 3 for Stanek. 2 threes. I mean, I feel like that's just way behind what we
where we were at.
Yeah, we saw 16 the other night.
Yeah. Well, I had a comment from Deanna. She'd said that 11. You said 11 of those happened in the
First half.
Yeah. So,
It's going to be Wildcat ball as we start the second quarter of play. We've got Story, Kaufman, Calhoun, McLaughlin, and Keeling on the line, out on the court. Here's Keeling. Look for that backdoor cut. Couldn't get it. Story. Now to Kaufman. Kaufman gets it inside McLaughlin. McLaughlin back out to Kaufman. Kaufman drives. Being cut off. Needs help. Gets it. Story. Story gets in the lane. Nice little fake. Oh, couldn't get it to go. And they're going to call a foul, and that's going to be on Story. He had a nice little look-away fake, but he just couldn't get the ball to fall right there in the lane.
Team first.
So it will be Tigers ball. Early second quarter action here at Hector. Here's a drive, baseline. Shot is blocked by McLaughlin. As he blocked Holland's shot, Kaufman quickly down the floor. Gets it to Baker. Baker to Keeling. Keeling over Kaufman. 3 is good. Kaufman with the 3 ball. And that makes it 18-12. Carter. Tarkington tried to do a quick pass down, but Calhoun comes out with it. Calhoun goes, and he has it stripped, but Baker comes up with it. Calhoun gets in the corner. Baker, 3. Oh,
man.
Went off the side.
I'm telling you, one of these days, Baker's going to get that shot.
Carter falls down, and Keeling comes out with it, gets it to Calhoun. Calhoun goes up, layup good.
A little bit behind on that one. Didn't expect it to get picked off like that.
20-12 now. Hector got an 8-point lead here in the second quarter. Calhoun with 10.
Keeling and
Tarkington's going at it. And there's a 3 ball by Holland. So Holland hits the 3, makes it 20-15. McLaughlin hits it to Keeling up top. Now Kaufman has it in the corner. Nice dump down to Ashton. Ashton trying to go baseline. Kicks it back out. Kaufman's already hit 1, and he couldn't get that one to fall, but Ashton comes away with the offensive board. Baker thought about it. Now he's looking for help. Comes out to Calhoun. He's going to let it fly, and it's off the rim. No good. Rebounded by Carter for the Tigers. Carter comes across the timeline. He's going to let that three fly, and it's off the front of the rim, no good. Keeling comes away with the board, holds on to it, and he's going to draw the foul. Oh, we're going to have a timeout. Coach Freeman called the timeout. So it makes it 20-15 with this timeout.
I'll tell you what, Acorn's shown a little bit more fire in this one than they did in our previous.
Well,
matchup.
I was just looking over the number, and Hector won by 21, 72-51 last time. I mean, I know we're still early here, but
I can't remember what it was like at the end of the first half. Oh, we got some music back. We're gonna have a chicken dance for a second.
And that was just a teaser right there.
Yeah.
Just want to let everybody know they're still there.
Testing it out so the cheerleaders can have something at half.
Hull gets it, kicks it over to Kaufman. McLaughlin up top with it, gets it back to Winston Hull. Winston looking inside. Now he comes to Landon Keeling, over to McLaughlin. Up top to Stanek. Keeling now gets it inside McLaughlin. McLaughlin kicks it out. Hull's got the three, and it's off the side of the rim, no good. And that rebound was taken down by Gilbert for the Tigers. Here's bounce pass down low, and ball goes out of bounds. It's going to go to Hector as Gilbert lost possession of it on the block.
4:30 left.
20-15. Hector leads by 5. Kaufman kicks it over to Stanek. Stanek cross court to Kaufman. Kaufman pulls up. Jumper is swatted away by Metcalf, and it'll stay with Hector. So Hector will inbound underneath the goal. Kaufman gets it. Oh, try to get it to McLaughlin. Kicked out of bounds by the Tigers. Hector will get a reset. Here's the inbounds to Keeling. Keeling drives, goes up. Shot is good, count it, and he'll go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play. Strong move by the sophomore right there.
Good job by Keeling.
So much upside in this young man. Yeah. His free throw is good. That makes it 23-15 now. Hector with the 8-point lead here in the second quarter. And here's a steal as Stanek knocked it away at the free throw line. Kaufman has it. Nice pass to McLaughlin. Layup is good. Good job running the fast break.
We're going to get a timeout by Acorn.
That puts the lead up to 10. Hector with a 25-15 lead here in this first half.
3:49 left in half.
3:49.
25, Acorn 15.
A couple of seconds off.
That's all right. We'll forgive you. You are multitasking up here.
If anybody has ever been here in the gym, turned around and looked at now I'm not standing up anymore. That's the good thing, but I'm having to hold my arm up to get the remote to make connection with this camera to be able to tell it where to move to. So,
as we used to say, master multitasker.
There you go.
When you do live streaming, do radio, do any production like that, you have to be able to do more than one thing.
Well, and for you were running your iPad, you were talking on the headset, you were keeping track of stats. You did way more than I.
Yes, I am a graduate from the multitasking school.
There you go.
All right, it is Tigers ball. And this is Metcalf with it. Metcalf kicks it over to Bissell. Now back to Metcalf. They get it off to zeros checked in the game. Hemond. And there's a turnover by the Wildcats. So turnover by the Wildcats. They lead by 10 here in this second quarter. Tarkington drives, dumps it off to Gilbert. Gilbert's going to be fouled. He'll go to the line for 2.
Let's see who that was down there. Now they're going to get McLaughlin on that.
So Gilbert will be at the line for 2 free throws. First one is good.
3:07. 3:07.
I'm a second off.
All right.
Not enough to worry about changing.
Second free throw by Gilbert is good. Gets the roll. And it makes it 25-17. Now Hector with the lead here in this second quarter. Kaufman will bring the ball across the timeline for the Wildcats. Gets the screen. Keeling's going to get called for the foul right there. He did not get set. He kind of just jumped right into that screen. And you've got to set yourself.
Sean asked if there's any way to speed up the camera on fast breaks. Yes, there is, but it might make somebody get motion sick if I did it. I'm trying to keep it backed out here so it tracks a little bit easier and faster with it, but it's still a learning process. I'm still trying to get it. We'll get it all sorted out eventually, Sean.
The three-point attempt is no good by the Tigers, and here's a fast break by the Wildcats, and Winston Hull hits the layup. And that makes it 27-17 now. Hector leading by 10. And turnover by the by the Tigers. And Hayden Millsaps checks into the game. Millsaps is in. Kaufman gets it to Hull. Backdoor to Callhorn. It goes out of bounds off the Wildcats, and it'll go to the Tigers. And we've hit the 2-minute warning here. Except we don't have that.
Scott literally gave a two-minute call down there.
Yep. And there's a turnover by the Tigers. So Hector's press is causing a little bit of turnovers here as they've turned it over 2 out of their last 3 possessions. Kaufman kicks it. Stanek, Callhorn, spin move on the block. And they're going to call a foul on the floor. As when Callhorn spun, he was pushed. So Hector will inbounds underneath their goal. Kaufman will inbound. The lob to Callhorn. In the lane, goes up and under. Bucket is good. That's 12 for Callhorn, and it makes it 29-17. Heyman gets it in to Carter. Carter baseline, kicks it up top. And it goes back over. Bissell drives. Shot is no good. I'm sorry, that was Holland on the drive. Here's Millsaps with it. Millsaps hands it off to Kaufman. Kaufman gets in the lane, kicks it over. Stanek, 3 in the corner. It's no good. Millsaps with the offensive board, and he has it swatted away. And it'll go to the Tigers with 59 seconds left.
57. I was
57.
adjusting. Yeah. Scott gave me the up.
Callhorn almost picks off the ball.
52 seconds.
But it's going to go back to the Tigers because Callhorn stepped out of bounds on the side. Carter will inbounds for the Tigers. Heeman has it. Oh, Stanek almost flashed for the steal. Couldn't come away with it. Now they get it to Carter. Carter.
Travel.
Yeah, I was starting to say there should be a travel because he went from the wing all the way into the free throw line area and never put the ball on the floor. So 29-17 as we come down to 30 seconds. Hector with the 12-point lead here in this first half. Kaufman gets it to Cawhorn on the block. His spin move, turnaround jumper is short, but Winston Holt couldn't get it to go back. He's still fighting. Can't get it to go. Tarkington comes out with it. Good effort on the glass. Couldn't get it to fall, though. Kaufman. And the ball goes out of bounds. He's either got a future in being an auctioneer or a bingo hall.
You know,
Stanek is going to inbounds for the Wildcats and gets it to Winston. Kaufman lets it fly, and it's swatted. And that's going to bring it in to the first half. It is Hector 29, the Acorn Tigers 17.
Halftime score, Hector 29, Acorn 17.
so a little bit better game plan going here in the second. Wildcats getting some more points on the board and pushing this just a little bit out and further ahead.
Yeah, it gets get a little bit of breathing room. I saw, they're early on in the first quarter. I was like, oh, this is a little too tight, but hit some shots and you get a little separation. Of course, I mean, we can go back too. Hector's left probably 8 to 10 points from like point blank range inside too.
Yeah. Senior high cheerleaders out here.
He may have to sing their song to dance to.
There you go.
Jimmy Stroud will be the beatbox.
Yep.
You got to commend the effort down there. They're having to multitask down there.
That is your senior high Hector Wildcat cheerleaders. It is 29-17 here at the half. We're going to kick it out to a break. We'll be back as soon as we're ready for the second half. Stay with us.
Bye.
All right, welcome back. Getting ready to start the second half here as we still have no clock. We're still going to be doing things in the dark. And looks like to start us off here at the second half, it's going to be Acorn ball.
All right, Tigers with Carter with it. Comes across the timeline. Drives, reverse layup, no good. Winston Hull with the rebound, and he comes out with it. Hector opens with a 29-17 lead here in the third, and the outlet pass to Caden Story is complete, and Story gets the layup. Makes it 31-17. Here's Tarkington, spin move on the block. His shot is good. Tarkington with this 6 point.
Come on. I need it on this screen.
Winston Hull drives, nice pass to McLaughlin. McLaughlin couldn't get it to fall. And here comes the Tigers out with it, and this is Bissell. Bissell drives. Carter bank shot, a little bit too hard. Cawhorn rips it down. Ashton will bring it across the timeline, gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman to Story, back to Kaufman. Kaufman's got the three ball from the wing, and it's good. And Hunter Kaufman with his second three makes it 34-19. Here's the shot inside, and it is good by Tarkington. That's his 8th point on the night. Kaufman. Callhorn trying to reset the offense. Gets it. Comes up top. Now dishes down to McLaughlin. McLaughlin's shot is no good, but he'll go to the free throw line.
Shane, while we got a second, let's take a look over at some other games as well as you were. Russellville leading Harrison 32-25 at halftime. Atkins leading Harmony Grove 16-14. That's at half as well. That's kind of a low-scoring affair out there. But McLaughlin hits his first.
First free throw. And his second is good. McLaughlin hits them both. Yeah, Atkins is playing Harmony Grove, and Russellville's having a big 40-year celebration tonight for their championship team.
So that was 85?
85. I'm going to tell my age. I was a sophomore. Carter kicks it in the corner. Bissell cut off. Back up top to Holland. Holland, 3, no good. And Carter's going to try to run down the long rebound.
Backcourt?
Oh, they're going to give it back to the Tigers because that was
I think there was a tip there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we'll chalk that one up to the inadvertent whistle. Holland gets it to Tarkington at the free throw line. Tarkington kicks it out. Here's the free throw line jumper now by Metcalf is good. And that makes it 36-23. Callhorn drives, layup. No, that's Story. Story with the drive and layup. Here's the 3 ball is no good by Bissell.
Did he roll out of bounds?
Yes.
He did, yeah.
Yep. So it's going to be Hector ball. Leading 38-23.
Hopefully that's not too fast of a pan there on that.
Kaufman, Baker up top to Ashton. Callhorn, and well, we've got bodies on the floor. Good hustle by everybody, but it's going to come away to the Tigers. You can't throw it in without the referee giving it to you first. They tried to do a quick throw in right there.
A bit of street ball action.
Yeah. Carter has it. Carter gets a screen. Shot is good. They're going to count it. And Carter will go to the line for the old-fashioned three-point play.
Was that not a 3 that he shot?
I think it was 2.
Okay, well, if he makes this, yeah. Scott, give me a score update down there if you could at some point. Give me a time update as well.
38-26 is what we have.
Yeah.
I believe we're right because I didn't see the referee's arms go up.
Okay, yeah. So what I did was I gave him the 2 plus the free throw.
Yeah. Weston Hull over to Story. Kaufman gets it inside to Ashton. Ashton spin move and somehow got that shot off, and it goes in as he was clearly behind the backboard. But he gets the roll, and Hector leads 40-26. Here's a drive, and now the kick out. Jumper on the baseline is no good by Holland. And we're off and running. Kaufman. Story, 3 in the corner is no good. Carter comes out with the rebound.
4 minutes.
Oh, that was close on the time.
Here's a 3 in the corner. It's short by Metcalf. Callhorn comes out with it. Ashton gets it off to Kaufman. Kaufman whips it over to Stanek. Stanek to Story. 40-26. Hector leading.
Hull over here on his own. Yeah, they finally picked up on him.
Ashton gets it on the block.
Oh.
They're going to call Ashton with the charge right there. Ashton done a spin move, and they're going to say, I guess, dropped his shoulder and hit him.
Yeah.
3:36 left.
He's on a few seconds off there.
40-26. Hector still holding a 14-point lead.
3.5.
Here's Carter. Carter. Shot is no good. Landon Keeling couldn't hold on to the rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds off the Tigers as Metcalf tightrope the baseline but couldn't stay in bounds. So Hector will now have possession. Winston Holt comes across the timeline with it. Winston kicks it over. Story. Story gets in the lane, kicks it out. Stanek three ball is no good. Wouldn't get to roll. Here comes Bissell. Bissell trying to go coast to coast, cut off. Turnaround jumper in the lane, no good. Keeling comes out with it for the Wildcats. Gets it off to Hull. Winston. Cross court to Story. Story, nice little crossover dribble, gets in the lane, loses it on the shot, and Acorn comes out with it. Acorn, 2:40 left here in the third. Carter. Carter kicks it over to Bissell. Bissell has it stolen by Winston. Winston going to have a reach-in right there on the Tigers, but it's going to stay with Hector. So 40-26 here in the third. Hector leading by 14. Kick it in the corner. Stanek's going to go baseline, spins, cut off, but Keeling gets it, and Keeling's going to get called for steps.
Oh, come on, man. Here I was thinking that he was going to be shooting free throws.
So Keeling will get called for the extra step, and it'll go to the Tigers with about 2:17 left here in the third.
It's tough for me to tell whether he took a few too many steps there. I was watching the upper
right
of the shot, his contact.
Bissell cut off in the corner, gets it back. Metcalf, Carter. Carter pulls up. Shot from the wing, no good. Story fighting for it. It's going around like a hot potato, and Keeling falls out of bounds with it. It'll stay with the Tigers.
1:48.
So Calhoun checks in. Story checks out. 1:48 left here in the third. Hector holding a 14-point lead. Not much offense this quarter for either team. Tarkington tries to get one to fall in the lane. Couldn't. Winston Hole runs down the rebound. Gets it to Ashton. Ashton comes out of there. Gets across the timeline. Whips it back to Winston. Winston kicks it over in the corner. Keeling, three in the corner is a little bit too long. Stanek with the board. Gets it to Winston. Winston couldn't get it to fall.
Knocked out of bounds by the Tigers.
So it will stay with Hector. Oh, I heard somebody's fingers. Stanek gets the bucket, but I heard somebody's fingers on that one.
1:15.
Stanek's got 5 in the game. They get it into Carter. Carter's shot blocked by Keeling. And here comes Calhoun. Calhoun goes up, and he's going to have it stripped by Tarkington.
1 minute.
Metcalf comes back down. Layup is no good, and they're going to call a foul. And Coach Freeman's like, you didn't call anything down here on Calhoun.
Yeah, let's take a look at here. Yeah, they're going to – looks like Stanek maybe got a hand in the face down there.
But
so, yeah.
the point, you know, Calhoun goes up, and he gets – here's the first free throw by Metcalf is good.
54 seconds, according to Scott. So,
42-27 now.
and mine decided to take another second off there.
Second free throw is good. by Metcalf makes it 42-28.
Now what do we got?
We've got we're checking for blood.
Yeah. Okay. I think he's pretty good down there.
It's like Mickey and Rocky. Let me check you.
Cut me, Mick.
Cut me, Mick. Winston Hull comes across the timeline with it. Stanek thought about it. Now he's going to come back up top. Keeling has it. Keeling's going to drive down the block, spins, kicks it out to Cawhorn. Ashton trying to get the shot off. Winston kicks it in the corner. Stanek's going to let that three fly, and he's going to hit that three. Stanek with his second three makes it 8 on the game, makes it 45-28, down to 25 seconds. Here's the penetration, kick out. Hemond, and his three is in and out, no good. McLaughlin
15.
Gets it to Hull. Hull kicks it over to Ashton. Ashton goes up. Shot is no good. Follow up is no good. Ashton's tip in is good.
2, 1.
Scott, that is a weak buzzer, my friend.
That's going to bring it in to the third quarter. It's 47-28, Hector. We've been waiting all night for that sound, and he blew it.
Yeah, just a little weak. Oh, man.
Did he say 28 or 29?
47-28,
Okay.
I believe.
But that was – he had a good chance to get a good one.
Let's see if I can – see if he gets that text message quick enough to give me an answer. And I'm not sure if he'll notice it quick enough. Let's go ahead and get everything set. Ready for fourth quarter.
So
29. Okay, yeah, so they're giving him another point.
Okay, so it is 29.
47-29, yeah. Like I said, we're having to kind of run a little bit awkward, but
we're getting the job done.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it all together.
So it will be Hector's ball to start the final quarter play here, leading by 18. Winston Hull comes across the timeline. Stanek, three at the top, and it's off the side. No good, and rebounded by the Tigers. Metcalf has it up top. Metcalf being pressured by Ashton. Bissell. Here's Hemond. Winston flash. Tarkington down to Gilbert. Gilbert gets the bucket.
47-31.
Winston quickly down the floor. Kicks it out to Story. Story drives. He gets all the way in and couldn't get it to fall. Hector leading by 16. Winston comes away with the steal as he robbed Metcalf. Cawhorn has it up top. Ashton kicks it over. Keeling, he's going to take that little set three and hits it. Keeling with the three ball gives him 6 on the night. And that makes it 50-31. There's a drive by Metcalf, kicked out of bounds. It will stay with the Tigers.
Scott, give another buzzer down there. That one had a little bit more force behind it, but it was short. It was just too short. Buzzer for substitution.
He needs to go back to the sub. So the Tigers are inbounding underneath the goal, and it is bucket. Carter with the bucket. It makes it 50-33. Winston kicks it to Callhorn. Ashton coming around, hands it off to Kaufman. Kaufman, wow, Keeling was wide open underneath. Winston's reverse layup is no good.
Oh, they're going to count the shot. They're going to say, yeah, goaltend.
Oh. Did we count it?
I believe so. I think the referee twirled his finger and then went down.
Okay. Winston with the bucket. It's 52-33.
We'll find out here in a little bit.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
If he didn't, I'll know who to take the points off of. Oh, there's a charge. Nice job by Kaufman.
Is that about like 2 charges that Kaufman's taken tonight?
Yeah.
I know at one time Kaufman was like second place in the state as far as taking charges. That number may have changed. That was early on in the season.
Drew Newport's in the game now.
QB1.
Here's Callhorn with it up top. Ashton drives, cut off. They're going to call a foul. And that foul's going to be on Metcalf.
Number 11 for Metcalf. His first team second. 5:27 left.
Okay, 5:27.
Here's the inbounds to Ashton. Gets it up top to Story. Story whips it over to Hull. Winston back to Kaufman. Story, 3 from the wing, and it's in and out. No good.
Oh, nearly had a steal.
Ashton applying pressure, almost come away with it. Metcalf gets it inside to Tarkington. Tarkington trying to back Winston down. And nice little spin move, and he gets the bucket. That's makes it 52-35. Metcalf's going to pick up the foul. So Winston Hull will inbound on the side for the Wildcats. Gets it Story, back to Winston, over to Kaufman. Kaufman whips it over to Newport. Back to Winston. Jumper is no good. Follow-up is no good by Story. Metcalf picks up the foul for the Tigers. So Hector gets it in up top. Story has it, whips it over to Callhorn. Callhorn gets it to Kaufman. Kaufman goes up, and we're going to have a foul, and it's going to put Kaufman on the line for 2 free throws. Carter picks up his 4th for the Tigers. So it's going to put Hunter Kaufman at the line. 4:35 left, what the scores table has said. And Kaufman's free throw is no good off the back of the rim. Kaufman has 6 on the night. He's hit 2 threes. And second free throw is in and out, no good. Rebounded by Metcalf. Here's a drive by Holland. Holland gets to the block. Shots wild, and they're going to call a block on Hector. He got bailed out by that foul call. Mm-hmm. He was a little bit out of control, but he gets bailed out. And that's going to put Holland at the line.
I believe they said that's going to be Kaufman's first foul of the game. First team foul for Hector in the 4th.
Holland misses the free throw.
Sub.
Sub.
It's like, what do you want? You're going to make an order at Subway. Sub.
And Holland hits the second one.
52-36 is what I've got.
Hector leading by 16.
14.
Oh, no, 16.
Oh, wait. I can't do math. Excuse me.
Winston step. We did have the score right, though.
Gotcha.
Winston stepped out of bounds, and it'll go back over to the Tigers. Carter with it. Carter trying to get into the lane and loses the dribble, and Callhorn comes out with it. He gets hip checked, but he still keeps the dribble. Story goes up, and he'll draw the foul.
Not sure if I got anything out of that. Maybe been getting down there a little bit late. You can see trying to buzzer again.
That was terrible. That was the worst one.
The buzzer.
Yeah.
I mean, at some point, Scott, you got to decide: is it going to be sub or you know?
Well, now I guess they're having a problem over who the foul was on. And we've got a discussion. And one official saying, "Where do you want to go for dinner after the game?" I don't care. Where do you want to go?
I keep hearing that guy at the table say sub. So
yeah. I want to go. Now they're going to go, "Do you want to go to dinner with us?" I don't know. What's good?
Tell you what, depending on when we get out of here, I mean, they could still pop in right down there at the store. They got lots of stuff in the hot box. Anybody that's looking for something to snack on after they leave the game, if you don't want to have to stop at us, we'll stop right down there at the store, owned by Andrea and her husband, Jamie Kaufman.
So Story now is
cheap plug.
It was. Story's first free throw is no good. It's off the back of the rim.
I don't do that very often. I need to start remembering to say something about the sponsors.
3:48.
Okay, so I'm 2 seconds off here. 3:48.
And Story will have his second free throw. And both of them off the back of the rim. Oh, and
is that going to be a foul on McLaughlin? I believe it is, yeah.
So McLaughlin's going to pick up a foul there on Tarkington. Not shooting yet, so it'll be inbounded. Carter with it. Gets it to Metcalf. Metcalf coming down the sideline. Gets it off to Bissell, and Tarkington gets the layup. Tarkington with 12. Callhorn has it up top. Ashton trying to get in the lane, kicks it out. Winston, baseline, cuts it out. Kaufman, three ball is good. Hunter Kaufman with his third three. He's got the trifecta. 3 threes. And Carter's going to let the three fly for the Tigers. No good. And here comes Hector on the run. Kaufman's going to stop and let everybody get down the floor. Hands it off to Callhorn. Callhorn back to Kaufman. Kaufman this time drives. Nice dish to McLaughlin. Bucket is good. That makes it 57-38. Hector leading by 19. Here's a drive, and it's taken away as Gilbert lost it. Quickly down the floor. Story, he was trying to lay it up there for Ashton. But Callhorn gets the easy bucket. 59-38. Hector now with a 21-point lead. As we've got under 2.5 left in the game. Tarkington, Carter three ball from the wing is short. McLaughlin gets the board, kicks it out to Hull. Winston kicks it over to Callhorn. His three is off the rim, no good. Story just takes it away and gets the stick back. Caden Story with his 8th point on the night and makes it 61-38. Hector has opened it up to a 23-point lead. And the bench is going to be cleared by the Wildcats. Say it. Oh, he ain't going to. We're waiting for that all-famous sub.
143.
I thought he was going to give it right there.
I did too.
Held that mic up to his mouth, waiting, making everybody go into suspense.
So we've got Austin White in, Drew Newport, Hayden Millsaps, and who else am I got here?
Brewer Story.
And Tyler Campbell's in for the Wildcats. Carter dishes off, and the 3-ball by Holland is no good.
Oh, they're going to foul Story there.
Number 22, Brewer Story.
No, it looked like Brewer got a hold of it, and he got fouled.
No, Hector's throwing it in. I think he got confused there.
I think, yeah. Okay.
Scott's had to do a lot tonight.
I think Brewer had to get rid of a piece of jewelry, a necklace, looks like.
Correction on the foul. That's 22 even taller.
There you go.
There you go.
And that's the 5th team foul for Acorn.
So it's going to put Story at the line.
Come on, Brewer. So a chance at some free throws here. Get some points on the board.
Story's first free throw is no good. I can't even say nothing on that one.
That almost, you sound like you're in pain. Like
That sounded bad.
like Jimmy just elbowed you in the ribs down there.
That was terrible. That was his worst one of the night.
He's got one more.
His free throw is no good. Millsaps couldn't hold on to it. Goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Tigers. I can't even on that one. That was so bad. Oh,
So
man.
about a minute and a half left here in this one. And mercifully it will end, and we can get this clock worked on.
Yeah, you got till next Friday, don't you?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think so do.
Briley has it up top, and Millsap's fighting for it, and it comes away.
114 left. 114.
So we got a jump ball call, and it will stay with the Tigers. And there's a shot is no good by Taylor. And here comes the Wildcats with it.
There's Story.
And Story lost his dribble and goes out of bounds.
103. 103.
61-38. Oh, we got to get one more. Let him redeem himself.
Under a minute left. Looks like we've got
The subs are in now for the Tigers.
Blake Harwell in now for the Wildcats as well.
And that pass goes out of bounds, and it'll go to the Wildcats. So White comes down with it, Austin. They kick it over to Harwell. Goes out of bounds. It'll go to the Tigers.
32 seconds. 32 seconds.
Well, this one's going in the books to Hector tonight. They'll go to 16-4 on the year and 6-2 in the conference. And Trey, what's really important is they'll keep that number 2 spot locked down.
20 seconds.
Here's White.
White.
Oh,
man.
shot, no good. And here come the Tigers out with it.
10, 9, 8 seconds left. 8 seconds.
He sounds like a self-destruct box.
7, 6, 5, 4.
Especially right there. I'm getting Star Trek 3 vibes out of
Yes, I knew that's where I was coming from, too.
3.
Get out.
White.
Get out of there.
And that's
it. Long
Oh,
out
my.
buzzer by Scott Moore down at the table.
61-38.
61. Acorn 38. 61-38.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 threes tonight for the senior boys. So 23 threes this week by the senior boys.
Not quite the offensive production that we got out of the game the other night with Danville, but still, you did enough there to.
You took care of what you took care of business.
Yeah.
Got out of here with a W. And didn't get tripped up. And now you move forward.
Mm-hmm.
You got that number 2 spot still in your possession, which is all important because if you remember, if you finish first or second in your conference going into the district tournament, you've automatically got a bid to the regionals, no matter what happens to you in district.
Yeah. So, Wildcats take 1 out of the 3 tonight. And he said next week we will be on the road on, I believe, Tuesday night on the road to JC Westside. And then we'll finish up the week on Friday with a visit from the Mountainburg Dragons here. Well, Shane, I appreciate you making the trip up here and helping me out with these. I'll go ahead and talk about it. We're planning on having Shane with us for whatever regional appearances we have.
By my schedule, I leave out Sunday, and I will be back the week that regional starts, and hoping that your Wildcats are in it, which good chances they're going to be, and do some more coverage with you. And I cannot appreciate Wildcat Nation for letting me help you out and allowing me to ruin your broadcast. And
you didn't ruin nothing. I'll tell you what, it's just made it better. Let me go ahead. A little bit of a brag. I don't care. I'm not a big numbers guy. I don't look at that very often, but I know that we got nearly 5,000 views on that Danville video, or at least on Facebook side of things, nearly 1,000. It might be to that point now over on the YouTube side. So this man right here, I'm going to contribute a lot of that to him. He's the MVP here in this because he can speak it out better than I can. But
no, Hector is the effort that you give them. They appreciate you. I can tell this community loves you, and for me to be able to come and just assist you and make your job easier is it's a privilege and it's an honor. And hey, we're having fun with it, and hopefully we'll get one more week together here at the end of February and in regional tournament.
Yep. So, like I said, until we see you next week, everybody have a good weekend, and go Cats.